Who did you expect? Who did you expect? Who did you expect? Who did you expect? Who did you expect?
Welcome to the east side. We don't wait for doors of opportunity, we just wait on when we gotta kick them in. Decatur, Georgia, or a den of thieves. Hidden leads just to feed the village. Hidden leads make them feel like ninjas. Niggas always keep the metal tucked till you run up, get your face cut. Got your brookins on the back end. Know too many niggas trapped. They be stuck in genjutsu. They see the world from a different view. Shadow clones cause they silhouettes. Hard to point out when they robbing you. You never know what be inside of you. You never know who you be talking to. Till it's 2 a.m. on the east side. Black as shadows in the nighttime. They don't wait on nothing but the right time. He ain't come around the corner. Shots fired, that's a nigga down. Sad, but this is normal around this town. I've been crying for my niggas found. I've been praying for my niggas down. Always looking for some progress. Try a nigga, he gon' regress. Locked and loaded that nigga ready. Turn your brains into red spaghetti. I be looking for God here. Hopefully see that I'm trying here. Save my niggas cause they really lost. Tell that my niggas before you write them off.
They say, Vic, don't you move on that side, boy. Both the crime rate and junkies stay high, boy. Scary niggas, they ain't see my vision and they see it, they want on the convoy. Stop by the corner store, know that it's kissing. Then let them watch when those punk ass for a bag of chip shot with the water. But no, they got size, I don't need no patchouli. I just want water. Start bitch with my brothers like Pops and Earl. We gon' turn Keller Road right into a Melrose. I might turn Wesley Cap to a motherfucking church. They got my people, let's teach them their worth. I don't need no appraiser, I'm knowing the worth of my property. They just owns out the cap, always a lot in the world, and I'm winning it all that construction on this side. I'm taking my time, now it's 2 a.m. on the east side. Up as fuck, no I'm writing rhymes. Late night, now the early morning, like an alchemist, I'm turning into something. Shots fired, that's a nigga down. Sad, but it's no more around this town. Cause I'm calling, say you beat the charge. He can't wait to come back around. Other cousin calling, y'all must out. Say he heard prices went back up. I confirm they gassed up. Told him chill, though, cause we next up. People be looking for God here. My job is to teach them look in themselves. Say my niggas cause they really lost. Spitting for the ones they breaking off.
Who did you expect?
Biggest the what? Biggest the what? Biggest the what? Biggest the Super Bowl.
Niggas so thirsty, don't put me in beef. Dissecting my words and start looking too deep. I look at the tweets and start sucking my teeth. I'm letting it rock cause I love the mystique. I still wanna give me a song where I be. Can't trust everything that you saw on IG. Just know if I diss you, I make sure you know that I hit you like I'm on your caller ID. I'm naming the album to fall off. It's pretty ironic cause it ain't no fall off for me. Still in this bitch getting bigger. They waiting on the kid to come drop like a father to be. Love when they argue the hardest MC. Is it K Dot, is it Aubrey or me? We the big three like we started a league. But right now I feel like Muhammad Ali. Yeah, Muhammad Ali, the one that they call when they shit ain't connected no more. Feel like I got a job in IT. Rhyming with me is the biggest mistake. The Spider-Man meme is me looking at Drake. It's like we recruited your homies to be demon deacons. We got them attending your wake. Hey, how the gang got away from the bars, man, and shit like a prison escape. Everybody steppers with fucking and everybody breakfast, and I'm about to clear up my plate. When I show up, it's motion picture blockbuster. The goat with the golden pen, the top toucher, the spot rusher. Spray this whole shit up, the crop duster. Not Russia, but apply pressure to your cranium. Codes automatic when aiming with the boy in the status of stadium.
Big as the Super Bowl, but the difference is it's just two guys playing shit that they did in the studio. Niggas usually send they verses back to me and they be terrible, just like a 2-year-old. I love a dinner with some fine women when they start debating about who the GOAT. I'm like, go ahead, say it then. Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who you bitches really rooting for? Like a kid that had been from January to November, nigga, it's just you and Cole. Big as the what? Big as the what? Big as the what? Big as the Super Bowl. that girl on her phone, G. Never paid attention to the room or the homie. She just missed another opportunity, And I know that she lonely with no company, She's so busy reading text, she ain't even read the room, yeah. Always sending texts like I just want myself a little boo, yeah. I think I just went stupid, hit by Cupid. The arrow hit my heart, I hope she noticed. Gotta read the room, yeah. Learn to read the room, I really wish that you can read the room. I really wish that you can look inside of me, and I can tell you how I feel, little baby. Just learn to read the room, Read the room. Just read the room, Just read the room. Learn to feel that presence and that feeling in that mood. Just learn to go ahead and feel that moment too, Learn to read the room. Trying to talk to you was honestly so fucking strange. Trying to find a way to drove my brain to be deranged. I would've never thought I'd have this kind of issue. I couldn't connect with you inside of the same room. I know you feel me, at least I think you do. It's hard to tell, I cannot read the room. You seem to be unfazed, that's what you supposed to do. You seem so confused, baby, why won't you learn to read the room? I really wish that you can read the room. I really wish that you can look inside of me, and I can tell you how I feel, little baby. Just learn to read the room, Read the room. Just read the room, Just read the room. Learn to feel that presence and that feeling in that mood. Just learn to go ahead and feel that moment too, Learn to read the room.
I'll show you how to read the room, baby. Say you faded off that drink, I hit the road and zoom, baby. Project nigga section 8, I never had a spoon, baby. She says it's rated, this movie coming soon, baby. No, I ain't worried about your boyfriend, he ain't like that. See me, it's on sight about that pussy, he gon' fight back. He gon' risk his life, I beat him up like go down my bad. But your bitch won't be, so it ain't my fault that you tried that. Oh yeah.
Learn to read the room, I really wish that you can read the room. I really wish that you can look inside of me, and I can tell you how I feel, little baby. Just learn to read the room, Read the room. Just read the room, Just read the room. Learn to feel that presence and that feeling in that mood. Just learn to go ahead and feel that moment too, Learn to read the room. Yeah, everybody think it's a game. Yeah, everybody think it's a game. Yeah, everybody think it's a game. Boy, I ain't playing no games. No, boy, I ain't playing no games. Yeah, don't nobody know about the late night, early mornings with no sleep. Don't nobody know about the low time we ain't really had nothing to eat. Don't nobody know about the time we had to ride around without tank on E. Don't nobody know nothing but me. Don't nobody know nothing but me. Don't nobody know about the grind that it took. Don't nobody know how many times we put ourselves out there and got overlooked. Don't nobody know our pockets was low. Don't nobody know they think what they know. Don't nobody got love for a man, especially when a man hitting it low. Everybody got words of wisdom. Who putting in the work though? Everybody wanna get a trophy, but you ain't make it to the ship though. Better stick to your sailboat. I know you love to ride the wave. I see you really love to follow. Should've said it was over here though. Whoa, everything seem like a game until you get played, yeah. Everything seem like a game until you get played, yeah. Everything seem like a game until you get played, yeah. Everything seem like a game till you get played. 2K, pat me the pressure, I handle the rock. Stay on the ground till I shoot to the top. Harder than lava, I fire the op. Stay back and shoot, my heart is just hard. I don't miss nothing, my shot can't get blocked. Bust in my face like I'm Curry on God. My mentality win at all costs. Snakes in that grass, had to cut a few off. Keep my head low, my focus is people. The confidence is key, don't let haters get to you. Critics always wanna say something negative. I can't mind them, I know that I'm better than them. I just know I gotta grind for my team. Take the title home and be MVP. Once I do, I'ma show on the king. Finger to the lips, so quiet my demons. Everything seem like a game until you get played, yeah. Everything seem like a game until you get played, yeah. Everything seem like a game until you get played, yeah. Everything seem like a game till you get played, yeah.
Welcome You here, I'm here, we here. That means we live. Welcome to another edition of Let's Entertain. This episode number three. I wasn't even planning on going live today, except I just remembered those Cowboys lost. Yeah, those Cowboys lost. So I'm looking for Lauren, everybody, all them Cowboy fans. Oh, yes, I can't forget about y'all today. Oh, no. All the Cowboys fans. I can. Do y'all feel that? I can feel it. I can feel all them Cowboys fans just. I know you can't cry through the screen, but if you could, Mary, oh man, I would just go live just for that. If I only had to go live for 4 minutes and the whole time, just to celebrate the greatness of the what we would say the soon-to-be Super Bowl champions, because we all know what's going to happen. Because I remember, wasn't too long ago, Lauren was all in my chat going crazy. I'm not going to even say the other names because I'm going to let y'all skate. Oh, yes, I'm going to let y'all skate. Funny. Listen. Funny how a week changed. Y'all remember I tell you, I said, don't get moved by a week. Don't get your emotions swayed week to week. Be careful, okay? Don't do it. You know what y'all did? Y'all feel for the okie doke. Now, we went from Purdy, top of the line of MVP, and McCaffrey to Lamar. Now Lamar's the MVP now in 1 week. Wait till next week. Gets even better next week, okay? Even better next week, okay? So thank you to all the Cowboys fans for being here present today. We need y'all energy because I know y'all going to have a lot of energy soon as a lot of the players go fishing very, very soon because they go fishing pretty early almost every year. So I'm sure y'all don't mind spending y'all time fishing and spending y'all time with us, okay? Now, first, as always, we must thank the sponsor of the last show, which was Cree. Thank you, Ms. Cree, for sponsoring the show. We appreciate you. I don't know if you're a Cowboys fan, but if you are, I won't say anything to you. Nope. I will hold it. I won't say anything. Thank you, Cree. We appreciate you, okay? I just had to get that out before we even get into the show today. Before I even start, I just had to get that out because there's been a lot of Cowboys fans all messing around me, okay? My DMs is full of it. But since I don't really get up and down on football too much, it's just 1 week. It's just the NFL. 1 whole week changed the whole game, okay? Now, happy holidays, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I know a lot of you were out with your families the other day. Well, I would say most of you. And the rest of us, incels and non-celebrating holiday people were, we were not around. I'm an incel, okay? Spence said we are willing to help the Cowgirls out this Saturday. Who they play this Saturday? Let me look that up. Hold on. Let me see who they got this Saturday. Let's check that schedule real quick. 1 moment. Let me see here. Oh. Detroit. Well, here's the thing. And Spence, that's my guy. Shout out to my brother Spence. I'm going to tell you this. Detroit, you kind of have to win, actually. Because if you lose, then you go from being, I think, the 2nd seed right now in the NFC to being pushed down to like 3rd, depending on where the other people slot at. So you need to get that game won, my friend. You get that game won. Do not let those Cowboys win that game, okay? Do not let them at all. Don't let them do it because they're going to be talking mad stuff, trust me. The last thing you want to do is let them get a victory and they be like, see, I told y'all we going to the Super Bowl. The last thing you want to do is let them say we going to the Super Bowl. Okay, I'm just warning y'all now. Because I assure you that is probably what they think is going to happen. So just to prevent that from happening, people, please do not let them get away with it. Okay, let me see if I set this link up here. All right. We good. Now, since everybody's here on time, not late, we're going to get into the show. Now, normally, I don't really care to discuss like main topics or things that's prevalent, that's going on, but sometimes I'm interested. But when we do this particular show, because I still want to finish the part 2 from AOC. I want to finish that. Friends, are you really friends? I want to finish that because we didn't get a chance to. And there's another conversation I'm going to create real soon. But this one, we just chilling. Don't even worry. Travel One is here, everybody. Every single stream. Travel One comes to every single stream and trolls people. Every single stream. I don't know what Travel One's obsession with. I think she trolls Cheeky more than me. I would block Travel One, but at this point, I've forgiven Travel One because we wasn't friends at first. Me and Travel One did not get along. I did not want to go to the chat and every time see Travel One say these things that are inaccurate, then never hit the link to defend it. Never hit the link and go, oh, I'm going to defend these positions ever. So I've had Travel One blocked for a long time. Then I unblocked Travel One because I said, you know what? Maybe Travel One brings a side of balance to the conversation, and I don't want to be ignorant to that. So I brought Travel One back. So Travel One, welcome to the Aaron O Show. Okay, let's entertain this. It is a show that I created when I don't want to overly structure a conversation. I have some clips that I want to go over, but they don't necessarily fit the narrative of a more structured show. So we go through them, we run through them. I get to pretty much react to those with my takes more often than not. When I have a panel, it's thrown around more, so more perspectives. But when the show starts, it's typically predominantly my perspective. So that's what I like to do, and that's what we're gonna get into. Okay. Don't look, guys. Don't be in the chat lying to each other, acting like y'all gonna be going to the playoffs and stuff. Come on now. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Now, y'all know me. I like to start every show off with something. Let's start the show off with something nice, okay? Every show. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Somebody sent me something too. I totally forgot about that. Somebody sent me something. They said they said I should start the show with this one. So I'll find it. If I don't have it for this stream, I'll play it on the next stream. All right. How's everybody? Everybody good? Everybody have a good holiday, good Christmas as we go to the New Year's. How many of y'all are lying about y'all New Year's resolution? Just tell me now. How many of y'all saying y'all gonna go to the gym and y'all gonna stay dedicated and y'all not gonna give up? How many of y'all have done that? I'm just wondering. Come on now, say it. Now, I talked to a lot of managers at Planet Fitness and 24-Hour Fitness, right? But let me assure you, they are a sales team, by the way. They sell the most at the new year. Oh my gosh. And let me tell you how bad you guys are with managing parts of your money, okay? We just gonna start here. One, let me be very, very clear. Y'all gonna get these big bad boy in the building. What's going on, big dog? What y'all gonna do is this. Y'all gonna get these 24-hour fitness programs. Y'all gonna sign up. You'll get the subscription, and y'all gonna go for 1 month. I actually think it's only 2 weeks, but I'm gonna give y'all 1 month. Y'all gonna go for 1 month, and then y'all gonna quit. But y'all gonna feel bad about quitting on yourself, and then y'all gonna pay that subscription for the next 8 months to a year. Then y'all gonna tell everybody else, yeah, I got a membership, but I don't go enough. Because let me tell y'all why y'all don't cancel y'all membership. One, because y'all realize that y'all can't keep a promise to yourself. I don't want to get too deep about this, but y'all cannot keep a promise to yourself. You know, I was telling somebody this today. I said, look, if you can't keep a promise to yourself, why do you think somebody else is going to keep a promise? If you can't keep a promise to yourself, why do you think they're going to keep a promise to you? Why? Out the kindness of their heart? So don't waste your time on them subscriptions and them memberships, because y'all not going to follow through. Oh, my girl Cassandra's in the building, says, I'm going to do it this year all the way. You see me, Aaron? I got one. Okay. I assure you that the majority of people only go for about a month or two, and then the rest of the year, they just pay in a habit. Because you feel guilty. You feel very guilty that you're not about to go, but you want to always have the opportunity to say, oh, I'm going to go. Don't lie to yourselves. It ain't even worth the punishment, okay? Keep it real with yourself, okay? Y'all not going to go. You're not going to go. The truth of the matter is, when you have to look yourself in the mirror, do y'all like what y'all see? Do you like the man, the woman that you see in that mirror? Are you comfortable? Are you confident? Are you happy with who you see in the mirror? And the truth of the matter is, most of y'all not happy. Most of y'all are unhappy with what y'all see in the mirror and what y'all projecting. And nobody disappoints themselves more than you. Nobody looks at that mirror and go, dang, I've let myself down more than anybody, okay? Jabba said, okay, you've been going 5.5. All right, my bro. Listen, you've been going before the New Year's resolution, though. So that's a sign that you are dedicated without this false theory that, oh, I'm going to go. You already been starting 5 months before we even get to the new year. You don't really count in this conversation. But watch everybody's New Year's resolution. Watch everybody New Year. I bet you what they not going to put on there is make more money. They going to say it, but are they going to do it? We know the answer to that. Work harder, put more work in, start that business. Come on now. Start that business. Which business is this? Which business? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm thinking about painting rocks and selling them. I know that sounds crazy, but you just paint a little special something on a rock. You might could sell a rock with a little bit of paint on it. But let me tell you the genius part about it. You bet not ever try to sell the rocks yourself. What you do is you find a kid. Do you know a kid can sell more lemonade than you do? You ever went by at one of those lemonade stands and saw an adult there? You ain't buying a lemonade, but you see a little kid there, you're going to buy that lemonade. So what you do is you make the art and you help the kid make the art. You advertise it and sell it as the kid's business that you run, because you are the responsible parent, but it's their business because you teaching them how to create a business. And that's how you start to move selling rocks, actual rocks, okay? Somebody said, I'm gonna quit smoking, then I won't need no more money in the short term. Yes. Oh, yes. Cigarettes are costing you a lot of money, my friend. And I believe cigarettes are a carcinogen. Yeah. So I believe they are, they're cancerous. So you should quit. You should quit. I absolutely believe you should quit smoking cigarettes. I can't stop you, but if you ask my question, I tell you to quit. I tell you to quit. I was just talking to somebody today. I talk to a lot of people, as you guys know. And he said that he just went back to work. He took off one and a half years. 1.5 years he's took off of work. He had worked 30 years straight. And he said he just took off 1.5 years and he got bored. He was really, really bored. And so he's getting back to work. But because he took that time off, he's resetting. So the money that he was making, he's not making it now. So imagine you building a career for 30 years. You decide you've been working all your life. Y'all know that show, All My Life I've Been Fighting. You know how they do that. All your life. And then you say, I'm going to take a year off. And then when you return back to work, the pay that you earn for you built up to for 30 years gets rescinded down. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. It's hard to start over, but you know what? Sometimes you got to. And he was telling me about how he wants to travel the world because he's up there. He's older. I want to say he's probably in his late 50s, okay? He's older. Nice guy, but he said he wanted to travel. And I said, I personally don't really care for traveling that much. Maybe in a few years I might, but I was just telling you, I don't want to pack up that suitcase. I don't want to get on that airplane, wait in that airport, wait in the line, be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours on a constricted airplane. I don't want to do that. I don't. Not right now. I don't have it in me to consistently do it. I don't. Maybe in a few years I can kind of push myself towards it, but I can't do it. He said he wanted to travel. I said, if you really want to travel, you must relieve yourself of all of these material items, right? I told him, one, I'm a minimalist, right? So I pretty much don't have a lot of stuff that I need to move, right? So if I had to up and move, for the most part, I can just leave. I don't have to really worry about moving this here, storage there, because I'm not trying to be a prisoner of material items. So every time I tell y'all I don't have a car, y'all think I'm joking, but I'm dead serious. And it's not because it's material, it's just because it's not a necessity right now. But he thought about all the stuff that's holding him back. He said he's a music junkie and he downloads songs, and I guess he still has OG CDs from back in the day. He an old head, okay? I said that stuff holding you back, because what if a fire goes off and all the items that you have in that home, it gets destroyed? What you gonna do then? What you gonna do then? Travel one. How are you traveling so many places and you always hear torturing us on the internet? Do y'all see that? Travel one's telling me I'm studying my growth because traveling is an experience, but Travel One is on everybody's channel, like on everybody's chat. Where are you traveling to, Travel One? Where are you traveling to? Okay. I have a feeling you only traveling from YouTube channel to YouTube channel to YouTube channel. Send me the receipts, Travel One. I want to know where you've been traveling to, okay? See, I'm not one of those people that needs to travel and take a picture to prove to people that I travel. I don't care. As a matter of fact, when I did travel, when I did get on that long old flight, I didn't take no pictures. I didn't take none. Because I went there for me. I didn't really go there to go back and show y'all pictures that I went somewhere, okay? It was for me. That's what it was, okay? Now, the key to this is it's important for you to, one, look yourself in the mirror and be somebody you can be proud of. Two, stop lying to yourself. Follow through. Keep your promises to yourself so that then people can keep their promises to you, okay? That's the first thing you have to know. Now, I don't want to get on no planes. Oh, I don't want to do it. I'm just thinking about a plane right now. I'm not trying to get on it. I think right now 4 hours is the most I can do in the air. I'm sorry. I'm not. They talk about go to Africa because my brother been hounding me. We need to go to Africa. I looked it up how many hours it is to get to Africa. I said, oh no, absolutely. Absolutely not. I refuse. Saw like 20 some hours. I said, you out your mind? 20 some hours in the air? No. Negative. You won't get me, my friend. What I'll do is I'll watch you on your live stream and you travel the world and I'll go, ooh, that looks nice. And it won't take me as long to get there. Okay. Now, let me get into the show. We want to start with positivity as we do most of these shows. And this is the first one I came across. So I'm going to share it with y'all if y'all don't mind. Do you mind? I don't think y'all going to mind. I don't think y'all going to mind at all. Okay. Let me pull it up here.
So what you think about this house? It's something from the outside.
It's something from the outside.
Yeah, but it's nice on the inside.
It's nice and inside.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, guess what? Merry Christmas. This is your first rental property. It's all the money that come in is gonna be yours. It's yours, Punky. Where you going?
You make her cry.
It's yours. You already got 4 people that's asking to rent it out. Girl, you about to have money.
You can hug her. You can hug her, Michaela.
So let's keep it real. When I pulled up and showed her this house, she immediately told me how, it needed a lot of work. It was a little ugly on the outside. But once I took her inside the property, y'all, she loved it. She told me how beautiful it was. This is my baby's first rental property, and I plan to help her sell a finances deal so she will be the lender and not the landlord. She is expected to get about $1,000 a month cash flowing on this property. I'm going to help her with her rental management system so she'll know how to collect payments. I'm just super excited. She loved it. I'm happy. And yeah, more to come.
Now, me personally, I have to tell you that this is pretty dope. Now, how many of y'all in the chat did y'all parents get y'all a rental property? Okay. If y'all got a rental property because y'all parents is super dope, just put a 1 in the chat. Now, if you are still in the midst of breaking generational curses, just put a 2 in the chat. If you didn't get no rental property, just put a 2 in the chat, okay? Perhaps you weren't so lucky and you ain't get no rental property. But I'll say this. This is pretty dope to me, I want to say. This is pretty dope. I ain't getting no rental properties, y'all. So I'm going to let me put my 2 in the chat too. But I think it's pretty dope. I think it's different. It's nice that she's promoting this. She's walking her through this. You know, one of the things that I've noticed, and I don't even know if I want to go off on this kind of tangent kind of thing, but one of the things I've noticed is this. If everybody were to take care of their family and give them the best opportunity, we wouldn't have no more workers. We wouldn't have anybody to go to work at these Targets and these Walmarts and these, like, we wouldn't have anybody there because everybody would have been so successful and able to get their family in a position to get higher education. Yes, Jabba, those are both. One is a mom. Really, Jabba, you can't see that? Come on, Jabba. Really? You can't see? That's crazy, Jabba. I know you can see that. I'm going to let it just play in the background for you. But that's mom and that's her daughter. That's mom and that's her daughter. Her mom looks like to be some type of educator when it comes to, I believe, mobile real estate. I don't know if she dabs in other real estate, but in mobile real estate. And can you believe $1,000 cash flow? That's crazy. That's pretty dope. That is pretty dope. Now, dang, $1,000 cash flow, get 10 of those. Man, if they give me 10, man, hey, listen. I don't want nothing. I don't want none for Christmas. I don't want none for none of these holidays. But if y'all don't mind just gifting me a rental property, I love you forever. It would really be nice. It would really be nice if somebody gift us a rental property. You know, it'd be nice. But we all won't be so lucky. So we'll have to be the person that'll be able to do that. We'll have to be the person that will be able to do that. And what it got me thinking is, how many of y'all have those skills? How many of y'all have the ability to run the numbers of a rental property and know if a good deal is a bad deal? If a guy wanted to get with you, would you be able to do that for me? Like, look, I got some money. I get money, but I don't really know how to do these deals. Like, do women really know how to do that stuff? And I'm talking about a good amount of women. Because to me, it seems like women want the man to know how to do everything and have the money. I'm not mad at that. But dang, if she could do it, why can't these? I digress before I get in trouble. I'm not going to get myself in trouble tonight. I thought about it. I'm gonna take care of myself, and I'm not gonna get myself in trouble tonight. But I do. I'm gonna cover this quickly because I saw it and I want to discuss it, guys. I'm sorry. I do want to discuss it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now, I want to discuss it briefly, but I want you guys to know what I'm talking about. You guys are familiar with Simone Biles' husband, okay? Jonathan Owens, okay? Y'all familiar with him, all right? He did an interview and he said this.
Couple days, man, and it's like she pops up, and I'm like, let me see who this is. Gymnastics. I ain't never, I never really paid attention to gymnastics, so it piqued my curiosity, So I'm like, okay, I see what's up. I swiped her, and it said we matched, so I'm just like, oh, okay, so I'm gonna see what's up. So I go do my workout, and I come back, and I get I had some likes on my Instagram, and I'm like, oh, this might be. I'm like, okay. So I see what's up, and then I still waited. I'm like, man, I'm gonna wait till I, take a shower and everything. Mm-hmm. Then I come back to my phone, and then she messages me on the app like, hey, you know what I mean? And I'm, man, that's up, man. This gotta be fake. Like, I don't know. I didn't know who she was at the time, but like the first thing that I saw was that she just had a bunch of followers. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, she gotta be good.
Now, y'all see that face? Y'all see that face right there? This is important, okay? He said he did not know who she was. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. I believe him. I believe him. I believe he has no clue. He don't know who she was. I believe him. I believe he don't know who she was. He probably saw all the followers and then probably Googled her. But at the time, she didn't spike. No, she didn't spike to him like, oh my God, that's such and such. I don't believe he knew who she was. I 100% believe him. Now, that look on him, that is Ryan Clark. That is a former NFL player, former Super Bowl champ, former defensive back in the league. He's giving that face like, you capping. I'm telling you, I believe him. I believe him.
I promise you, I'm a real life story. When she won the Olympics, I was in college, and we didn't have NBC, we didn't have Olympic channels, and we're in camp. Late July, early August. So I'm not paying attention to, so I never would have had a moment to where I would have watched,
Jonathan, I'm gonna let you finish your story, man. Continue.
But like I was saying, man, she messaged me. This was like a Tuesday. And
now I will say this. Most people don't know people in the Olympics. I'm going to just tell y'all that now. Most people don't know people in the Olympics. Before Simone Biles, before Gabby Douglas, none of us on the internet knew any of those Olympic stars. We didn't care, especially black. The only reason black people want to act like they know is because these are black women. But y'all don't know Olympic athletes like that, especially women. We don't care really for women's Olympics. Let's just be honest. The women Olympics that people speak to is usually track. Let's just be honest. Nobody really looks at the balancing board and was like, oh, cool. So to sit here and act like he has to lie, it's like when y'all come on these panels and somebody say, you capping, you're lying. No. I believe the man. I believe the man was so focused on what he had going on, he didn't get damn about what they doing in the Olympics. Just like if y'all could, who won the Olympics in 2007, 8, 9, 10, 11? Who won the white women that was winning before Simone Biles and Gabby went crazy? What's their names? What's their names? Do y'all know them? The answer is no. Y'all don't know them. Y'all don't know them at all. And Sharon Bracey, no, they don't. They absolutely do not know the GOATs. Absolutely not. That's completely untrue, right? I don't even know if let me look this up. Hold on. Let me see here. Okay, here we go. Who's the GOAT in figure skating, Sharon? Figure skating in the Olympics. Who's the best? Now, when it comes to the GOAT conversation, in my opinion, there has to be somebody else that they're going against, right? So if you're the GOAT, there's usually 1, 2 to 3 names that come up in that conversation. So if you watch the Olympics, I would like to know who the top 3 greatest of all time for figure skating is. Just give me the top 3. Those are the greatest of all time, top 3 for figure skating. Because I'm going to tell you as a man, we don't watch Olympics, and they kind of got popular because whatever the case was going on, and then shutdowns and all that kind of stuff, but let's be honest. Nobody know them people. Keep going. Let's get the top 3 names when it comes to figure skating on the Olympics. Yeah, too savvy. They're going to Google it. We just going to make a point. Right? Now, give me the top 3 females in any Olympic, in any parts of the Olympic. Give me the top 3 in any one. Now, the scary part is prior to the gymnastic one, the balance, we don't know nobody. So we don't know nobody. I'm going to tell you this. I didn't know who Simone Biles was. I thought Gabby Douglas was the GOAT. And I'm joking, right? But Gabby Douglas was the name I heard. I was like, oh, she got popular. That's the dancing and the social media that took it up to the next level. Then after Gabby Douglas, because if we be honest, we knew Gabby Douglas before we knew Simone Biles. Who's going to be honest and admit to that? Who's going to be honest and say, oh, we did know Gabby Douglas before Simone Biles? Who was more popular first? If we just going to be honest. As far as I know, Gabby Douglas was a name I heard before I heard Simone Biles. Does anybody agree or disagree? They're not going to agree. So after that, because of social media taking off and things like that, that's it. Then she became the GOAT. Fine. We don't mind. But in my opinion, if he said, I didn't know who you was, Gabby Douglas was before Simone. Correct. I believe they on the same team. But so the point being, if he tell me, I don't know who she was. I believe that, man. He didn't know who the hell she was. He don't know who she was. Now, I don't know why y'all think he would need to lie about it. I don't know why y'all think he would need to lie about it, but I kind of have a thought why, and we're going to get into that in a moment, okay? What I didn't know is during that interview, yes, they was Sharon Bracey. I seen them at the Olympics together, my friend, okay? I seen them, okay? Now, they might not have, I'm totally capping. I don't know how the goddamn teams work. You know why, Sharon? Because I don't care about the women's Olympics. The only thing I care about is now that I know the finest women, the women in the best shape, start following those athletes in high school and watching them go to the Olympics. That's what we start. That's what we need. That's why, look, if I ever have kids, I'm telling my kids that, hey, look, get those track stars. Hey, go after those athletes because they actually, yes, absolutely. I have no idea how their teams work. I don't care, right? But the point being, we knew Gabby. And then time went by and Simone Biles somehow became the GOAT. Now, she's phenomenal at what she does. Let's be clear as far as we know. But we knew Gabby first, right? Now, some of y'all are shocked and in y'all mind, y'all think he's lying. I don't know why y'all think he's lying because there are tons of people that we just don't know. And also, let's say this. Might have heard of the name, but never put a face to it. Wayne Gretzky is the greatest hockey player ever, they say. I have no idea what he looks like, but I know the name. So if you don't necessarily, if your name, like the name recognition might not hit or whatever the case is, or if you just have your first name and not your last name, it might not hit me and be like, ooh. So all of these are believable to me. Y'all have your own opinion of why y'all would assume he lied. But here's the part. She was there in the interview, right? That's why I paused, right? She was there at the interview. She didn't challenge that. She didn't challenge him. She didn't say, yes, you did know who I was. Y'all know who Wayne Gretzky is. Stop playing. The point being, I believe him. That's the whole point. Y'all can assume he's lying, but I don't believe he's lying. But we're going to get into the deeper aspect of it, okay? We're going to get into it.
We texting back and forth, and then we hung out Friday, man. And we couldn't do much as COVID happened. Everything was shut down. So she came through down to Houston. She lived in the suburbs, so she had to drive about 45 minutes to me.
Ooh, play. Let me tell y'all why y'all mad. Ooh, why you mad? Because he said she had to pull up on him. Pull up on him. Y'all mad because she said she had to drive like 35, 40 minutes to him. So what? Listen, say what y'all want, but he him. He's him. Now, me as a man, I don't do no hating. I don't do no hating. I'm gonna do some congratulating. He him. That's what it is. She pulled up since she's this famous, well-known, she pulled up on him. She pulled up on him. And I want to be very, very clear, ladies in particular. Whenever they say you need to pay for the first date because you came after me, you wanted me, I don't want to hear nothing. Yeah, he should pay for first date. It's the first person to ask. She pulled up on him. She pulled up on him. So I hate to tell you, he him. He him.
Then the rest is history, man. So
you was really the catch in.
I always say the men are catch, man. I always
Woo! Listen. I always say the men are the catch. Let me tell y'all why this gonna hurt your heart. Let me tell y'all why this gonna hurt your heart. This is why this about to hurt your heart so bad. He him. See, you know what scares people the most, and particularly women? A man that knows his value. A man that know he him. And ain't gotta hide. When a woman knows she fine and she look good and all that, ain't nobody gonna stop her. He him. He him. I don't know why y'all so upset. But see, I got haters in the chat talk about no, he is not. He absolutely is him. And I'm gonna break down a million reasons why he him, since you want to play this game. One, he's an NFL athlete. Young black man, no churn. Young black man, athlete in the NFL, which is limited to a small amount of jobs, okay? No kids. Yeah, I hate to tell you, women want guys like that. There are, we're gonna get into that. We'll get into that. We will get into that. Y'all just don't know what y'all done messed up now.
Yeah, so she really booked you.
She did though.
Is what you're saying?
Because I was fighting it.
So in truth, if I say this out loud, was Jonathan Owens ain't really want Simone Biles. Is what you're saying?
At the time, I'm not gonna say that.
That's what you're saying.
You see how it be your own people that's trying to shut you down. It be your own people that's trying to shut you down. What he said was, I wasn't looking for a relationship. I wasn't looking for no relationship. I wasn't trying to get settled down. Listen. I'm young. I'm getting it. I'm doing my thing. The ladies checking for me. I'm going city to city, traveling all over the country. I'm getting money. Yeah, I'm falling into like the prime right now. Oh yeah, no, I wasn't trying to just slow down and be like, yeah, no. Wasn't trying to slow down and be like, yeah, let me just stop. He wasn't checking for her. That doesn't mean she not attractive. That doesn't mean she not good looking to him. It doesn't mean that he don't want her. It means he wasn't looking after her. He wasn't running down trying to make. He wasn't looking. But if you come across my eyes and I see you, we'll see what happened. Sound like a truthful fella to me, okay?
Afraid, I was afraid to commit. I'm like, man, this is my 3rd year. You know, I'm trying to, I'm like, it's kind of early. But, you know, like I said, man, it happened when you least expect it. And we hung out, man. It was like we hit it off instantly. You know, we just laughed the whole night.
Oh, man. Look, listen. April says that cocky attitude is a turnoff. What did he say that was cocky? April, I rock with. I don't see no cocky attitude. Like, in my opinion, when I'm listening to him, he seemed like a nice, chill, humble, goofy guy. He seemed like a nice, chill, humble, goofy guy that was going in his 3rd year in the league. Third year in the league. So I don't know. Okay, I don't know. We gonna have some level of this right now. Shout out to my boy Harrison. What up, bro? What up? We working right now. We working. We in the lab. We in the building. So me personally, I don't see anything wrong with what he said. I don't see him not being humble. I see him being honest. I see he's with his woman, having an interview, enjoying himself, telling the honest truth. Because I'm gonna say it if y'all not gonna say it. It has been plenty times, and you know what is I'm starting to realize is that women. It's crazy. This is just my opinion. You tell me if I'm off here. It's crazy that women say men just want a woman to be quiet and cook him food, right? It's crazy y'all say that, right? But it seems to me that women just want men to be quiet and pay for bills. That's what it seems to me. Because all he doing is answering a question. Whenever a woman goes on a podcast, an interview, and they say, "Oh, tell us how y'all met," she goes, "Well, we met online and he swiped me and he messaged me and it went from there." Now, a man tells you the story from his perspective and you upset with him? Oh, he not humble enough? Oh, no, we not doing that. Because I'm going to tell y'all what y'all not going to do. I'm not going to let y'all do what y'all want to do to this man. I'm not going to let y'all do what y'all want to do to this man, because shout out to this guy, okay? Haters. I ain't going to be part of the hater crew. I'm going to rock out with him. I'm going to rock out with him and show him some love, because I see it's a lot of hating going on. It's a little bit, and we're going to get into that, okay? Now, I think this is part of that same interview, but different side of it. Listen to how they try to set my guy up in this interview. Listen to this.
Biles is lucky.
For what?
Because she took a chance. She's lucky because she wouldn't have all that.
Now, listen. This is part of the issue that I'm having right now, okay? These two men on the podcast, now, don't get me wrong, it's supposed to be entertaining. They supposed to be messing around like this. They supposed to be playing around like this. I have no problem with them doing it. But I believe they causing some issue, because he's telling her, well, Ryan is saying, oh, she got lucky. And the other dude is over there like, how she lucky? There's a million reasons why she's lucky. Reason number one, do you know how hard it is for successful women to get a man? Do you know how hard it is for successful women to get a man? Do you know how hard it is for a successful woman to get a man that she doesn't have to carry? Do you know how hard it is for a successful woman to get a husband? Do you know how hard that is? How many times do we hear women say, we can't really find men that's on our level, or we can't really find men that, that we don't have to take care of. It's like we usually have to go down. She's not going down. See, what's going to happen is y'all about to get a reality check. Because if she didn't have money, would y'all say she's successful? Because y'all making claims that later on y'all not gonna want to stand on her. The way y'all saying that money don't mean everything, that money don't mean everything. When a woman has money, it's everything. Oh, she's successful. Y'all hating on her. She's doing her thing. A man got money. So what? So what? You just because you got money don't mean nothing. But are you a good person? Do you have good character? Y'all start making all y'all know how you put the disclaimers in. Oh, y'all start making all those things. No. We're not gonna do that. Okay. Be consistent. Be consistent. And at the end of the day, she got lucky. She got lucky. Y'all can hate if y'all want, but the truth is the truth. She got lucky, okay?
Jonathan said she wouldn't have all that.
Hey, now.
Because he ain't had time.
Jonathan,
Yes, I would.
All right.
We matched. I was just the first to message. As soon as I clicked, ooh, I like him, it matched. So he had already liked my profile, which that means
She
I was
always
just the
say
first.
we match
No,
first.
baby, we matched, but I was the first to message.
Yeah, you
I wasn't
messaged me.
scared.
She messaged. She wasn't scared. She wasn't scared. I give her that.
I know what I like and I know what I want.
Y'all are
Listen to that young lady. She's successful. She's one of the best in her sport that we've ever seen. She know what she like and she know what she want. And look at her face. She cheese and listen, man. Listen, she wanted him because he him. Look at this face. She is like groveling over him. She is groveling over this man, okay? As she should, because she went and got the man that she wanted. She was not in a position of desperation. She didn't need no help with her bills. She wasn't trying to get out of her daddy house. She wasn't trying to help a man take care of her life. She was in a position where she got to be free and she got to just say, yeah, you see it, Sharon, ear to ear, okay? She's in a position to get what she desires. And what y'all see is when you go from a position of desire comes a different outcome. She went and got what she desired at the end of the day. And I can't necessarily be mad at her because me personally, I like Simone Biles. I think she's a very, very good role model. I think women, when they say where are these role models, they should be looking to her. What more do y'all want from somebody that's disciplined, conducts herself well, don't have a lot of names connected to her where they was dating her and all these things? We don't know not much about her. We don't know that. We don't know. We just know she do what she do. She go and she dominate. She has high character. She conducts herself well. She makes her family looks well. She's a great presentation. She's married. She got her man, all these things. Salute to her. But we not going to downplay her man at all. We're not going to downplay it at all. I know y'all think y'all do, but we going to do this. We going to do this. Y'all think y'all slick, but no, I'm not going to let y'all slide with it. I'm not going to let y'all slide with it at all. Don't even worry. Like those NFL players on the podcast, I don't appreciate y'all trying to do my boy like that, trying to turn him and his girl against each other. Look what they try to do to them.
young newlyweds. Don't let people bring that shit in your house. Don't let this man do that. Don't do that.
I'm not trying to.
Man, oh man. You see what I'm saying? Be careful who y'all let in your listen, don't let them in y'all young marriage. Don't you let them haters come through. But look, the way she looked at that man, he ain't got to worry about nothing. He ain't got to worry about nothing at all. Okay. And shout out to my boy Henson. He says, I see you. That ain't no problem.
I think we need to move Lonzo.
That ain't no problem.
Huh?
That ain't no problem.
Well,
it ain't no problem at all. But I'm not done, okay? I'm not done breaking that down. Let me make sure I update my brother Harrison as a sponsor of the show because we appreciate him rocking out with me. Let's put that, see here. There we go. I think I will adjust that later. But listen. I think it's an interesting conversation, and I'm going to tell you why. I don't think we ain't done yet. Nope. I'm not going to even play that one yet. Nope, not going to play that video just yet. Let me show you the video I want to play. Now, what I noticed was this. Simone Zyrex says Simone is the GOAT, no doubt, but just because you're the GOAT don't necessarily mean you deserve of certain things. But I will say this. I think of all women that say they deserve something, I don't believe nobody necessarily deserves anything, but I would concede it to her. From what I've saw from her just over the years, how she conducts herself and all these things, high character. I would be an avid supporter of her as a guy. We're the good women. At what type of woman would you say is a good woman? Simone Biles. Yes. She'd be very high on my list, higher than a lot of other women. If I had to make a list of some of the best women that you would want maybe your daughter to kind of role model after, whatever the case is, she'd be high on that list. Okay. Let me pull up this next video real quick. One moment. One moment, my friends. One moment. Let me switch this tab. Here we go. Let's pull it up. Here we go, right here. Let's listen to this, y'all.
Do you know who Simone Biles' husband is?
He's an athlete.
What's his name?
I forgot.
What do he play for?
Football.
No, who does he play for?
I want to say Arizona. Not Dallas.
Mm-mm.
Who?
Plays for Green Bay, I believe.
Green Bay? Cornerback?
I don't know.
I think so, because he's not a real big.
Well, you know what this man said? He said he didn't know who Simone Biles was.
Wait, that's the same thing Serena's husband said. Yeah, okay.
Now, I just want to make this point. That's the same thing Serena's husband said. Why is that so shocking? Serena's husband, we can't even say his name. It's so dang complicated to say his name, but he's a relatively known guy in the tech space, okay? And if he said, oh, I didn't know who she was, now in my mind, I'm like, how you ain't really know she? Because he might don't watch tennis. He might don't care. Why do you think these two women decided to marry two men that said they don't know who they was? But honestly, why if a woman say, for example, when I first met him, I wasn't even into him like that. When I first met him, I wasn't even attracted to him. Do you know that is very common of women to say? He wasn't even my type when we met. Ooh, I didn't even like him at first, but he wore me down, all these type of things. But if a man say, I didn't know who she was, he's a liar because you know who they are. You have to be careful of these one-sided standards and views that y'all have. And let me tell y'all what's so bad about this. This is the honest part that we have to get to. And listen, I'm going to say it, and I know it's not going to be nice, but it's the truth. When you see moments like this, right? If a male, like for example, right? If there's a male athlete and he does really, really well, and his wife is, let's just say, less known, but still in her own right, somebody that's an elite, like an elite person, right? I don't know if it's like a top chef or they're in the industry of the 1%, right? Okay. You know what they will say? Don't try to dim her light. They're in this conversation, they're saying he's trying to dim her light. I personally think they're trying to dim his light. Look to how far that they had to go because they wanted to show that a black woman was above a black man. Now, I know y'all don't want to look at it like this because y'all don't choose to, but I'm going to tell the truth. Because he said he didn't know who she was, they're trying to belittle the fact that this man is a professional football player for a historic franchise. I don't care what none of y'all say. Anybody's child, y'all in the chat, if y'all child got drafted in the NFL, I don't care what y'all say. Y'all like, oh, that's my baby. He made it. We him. That's what y'all gonna say. Now all of a sudden, because he dates a woman that's successful, right? Does that take away from his light, his shine, who he is? Do y'all really think about that? Let me give y'all an example. Since y'all saying that's Simone Biles' husband, right? I'm just asking y'all. So if any man that is much more successful than the woman, this is just my question, right? This is the argument. Are y'all saying that that woman is less valuable? Are y'all saying she's less valuable because she's not as successful? You know what a lot of women say? I lost who I was. I didn't know who I was. All these things. That man know who he is. And this is the problem. Her money can't blind him. And this is the frustrating part that y'all have, right? Her money can't blind him. He ain't tripping. The same thing happened when Nick Cannon married Mariah Carey. He didn't want none of her money. He wasn't trying to take her money. He wasn't trying to get half her publishing, nothing. He said, I got my own money. You good. See, the sad part is y'all believe that if you become successful and you do well in life, you start to deserve something. But listen, like y'all tell men, y'all don't need us. He don't need her. He don't need her. And that's the truth, because even though she's more successful than him in her line of business, he's still more limited than she is. There is a higher demand for men like him than it is for women like her. And let me give y'all some examples. If you look at all of the richest men, look at their wives. It's laughable that the men, this is why it's important. It's laughable because the men that were talking to him, the Ryan Clarks and the other guy that were saying, well, you really lucky. Who are they wives? Who are their wives? Did they go after a Simone Biles type of woman? The answer is no. If you look at the large majority of successful people and athletes, all of their wives are not Simone Biles types. They either mean one of two things. One, successful women have a difficult time finding relationships, or two, successful women are just single, or successful women, they're just not picked. And it also means the successful men are taking women that are not as accomplished. So you can either look at it as there ain't that many accomplished women and successful women for those men, or those men don't care about those type of women. And I'd argue, since y'all would tell me there are a lot of successful women, then those men don't care about those women. So in fact, she is lucky. However y'all want to scrape it, however y'all want to look at it, y'all can go look them up. I don't even know if she took his last name, actually. I don't even know if she took his last name or not. I don't even know if she took his last name or not. I really don't know. But the point of it is, I hate to tell you, she got lucky. Just don't try to dim this man's light. Just don't try to dim the man's light to make y'all point. We understand y'all want successful women to get lucky, to get good men like him. Don't do no hating. Just don't do no hating. Now, just don't do no hating, because we not going to dim his light. We not going to take away from the fact that he's done something that the large majority of people will never, ever do, which is to make it on the NFL stage and to be doing it pretty well to command a contract. Okay. A lot of us can run. Can't get no contract though. But let's just talk about this even more in depth. Just a tad bit more in depth. Okay. Y'all know this young lady. We see her a lot. She is getting more and more popular. And I think that she's going to blow up and get really, really popular because of her takes, right? And from what I've noticed, oh, you know what? Spence. Spence, remind me of that Taraji P. Henson as well, because we can talk about that too, brother, because I want to touch on that. I don't know exactly because I don't remember, but I kind of want to touch on that because I forgot what happened. I totally forgot what happened. What's going on, Sherelle? I thought you was sleeping. Thought you was a little tired. Get you some sleep. You deserve it. You're on vacay and you work very hard. All right. Now, this young lady, I actually like some of the things that she says because I believe her to mean a lot of the stuff that she says, whether it's right or wrong. I believe that she's meaning, and we need more honest and open people to tell the truth. Okay, we just do. Let's just be honest. All right, listen to what she said.
I see a lot of y'all mad at Simone Biles, fiance, or I don't know what he is, for saying that basically he the prize in their relationship. I don't know why y'all mad at him. He just telling the truth.
Ooh, I love it. Oh, I love it. You heard what she said? She said, he just telling the truth. He just telling the truth. So if that is the case and he just telling the truth, what else you got for me? What else?
They did that interview and he basically told us a story about how Simone Biles chased him. So
yeah, they did the interview and he told the story of how Simone Biles chased him, in which she confirmed she know what she want, she know what she like. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, he is the prize. We want men to be so masculine and this and that, and we talk bad about men being sassy and feminine. Well, yeah, when they were the ones getting asked out on dates, why? If I was a man getting asked out on a date, I would ask for flowers too.
Oh, so is your argument is if you get asked out on a date, you get to ask for stuff? Is your argument is the reason that you want men to ask you out on a date is so you can ask them for stuff? I'm just curious. I'm very curious.
I want her to open my car door too, because I'm her girlfriend now.
Whoa. Now you're getting a little disrespectful. You getting a little bit disrespectful. If a girl likes you, she's a human being, and she speaks to you first, that don't make you a woman. It don't make you a woman. If your girl likes you, if there's a girl that likes you and she speaks to you first, that don't make you a woman. Are you out of your mind? If a woman go after you and say, "Oh, I'm interested in you," that does not make you a woman. You don't call that man feminine. Don't call that man sassy. Don't call that man a woman. That's disrespectful. It's disrespectful. If a woman know what she want and she bring it to his attention, he still could say no. This is the part that women don't understand. If a guy likes you and he what's up, how you doing? And you say no, you say no. So if you go up to a guy and like, "Hey, I'm feeling you," and he say no, he still has a right to say no. It don't make you less feminine or because you tell a guy, "Hey, you're interested." I don't know what world y'all living in, but this girl get crazy sometimes.
Y'all make these men y'all girlfriends, and then y'all surprised when they be acting feminine and sassy like they the prize. They are the prize. You asked them out, sis. You chased him. I mean, what did you expect? You expected for him to act all masculine after you already took that away from him? Like, this is why I never tell women to chase no man. Like, you should never be proposing to no man. You should never be approaching no man.
Listen to what she said. You should never be approaching no man. You should never be proposing to no man. Let me tell you a secret. That man plays in the NFL. He is a defensive player. That is a very physical sport. Ain't nothing feminine about him. Nothing feminine about him. He's literally using his body to attack other bodies. You out your mind? You are just upset because you believe in your world that you would want a guy to approach you. That's fine. Stand on business. Wait until a guy of value approach you. It seems like maybe that hasn't happened for you. Maybe it has. We don't know, but it seems like it. So when you go out there and push these false narratives, right? what you do is you're trying to prevent a woman who got a husband, by the way. They married each other, okay? Hey, Linda, how you doing? They married each other, okay? Sharon, his words are not feminine. You are out your mind. His words are not feminine. See, this is the problem with you old heads, okay? Y'all get a little disrespectful to the youngest. I'm going to tell y'all what y'all don't understand, okay? If the man knows he him. Listen, and the bed's a little different. I'm going to just tell you like that now. And the bed's a little different. We talk a little different. We move a little different. Y'all could call it feminine or masculine or however y'all want. But just because she approached him, well, she DM'd him to get his attention, so what? I don't understand the anger about that and the frustration about it. He said he told the truth. Yeah, she hit me up. I'm him. Yes, I am. And the problem with a lot of men, they don't get hit up by women. They ain't never had a woman approach them. They ain't never had a woman admit, oh, hey, how you doing? Make that move first where you like, dang, she let me know what it was. So I don't know. But what I do know is this. I'm not all caught up in their life, but I'm going to tell you what I do know as a man. A lot of these guys that's on this internet will sit here, and that's y'all always wonder why you be so respectful? Because I know life is real, and I know it gets real. I won't come up on here. Now, jokes is jokes, and it's cool. I love jokes. We all can have fun. But to sit here and act like you would tell a 6'4", 295-pound offensive lineman that he feminine and he a sissy in his face, this is why you can't get no respect. Y'all not tough like that. Y'all not tough like that. At the end of the day, this man plays a violent sport. He's literally playing. He don't just sit around and just sit in the weight room. He's literally playing a violent sport, whether you like him or not. So all this feminine stuff, no. What it is he's younger, and younger people speak a little different. Younger people talk different because we're in a different environment. We're in a different environment. They joke different. They're a little bit more goofy. They're not as serious. They're not as resentful at life as a lot of the OGs are. This ain't no knock against y'all OGs. We got a lot of love for y'all. But like I tell y'all stories all the time, a lot of the OGs had life really hard because most men, great-grandfathers, grandfathers, depending on how old you are, never got the respect they just do until they died. Nobody realized how important their grandfather was, their great-grandfather, whatever, depending on your age, how much important he was to the family and to you until he died. What y'all finding out now is a lot of men are like, no, we kind of know we him. We kind of know we him, and we not gonna back down from it. We gonna talk our tough too. We're not about to just sit there and act like these women can come up here and say, demand everything they want, talk about how valuable they are and how much men are losers. But if a man of value, a man of good character speaks about himself, it's a problem. No, we're not doing that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We're absolutely not doing that. And that's just the case, okay? Now, the problem that a lot of people are having is this young woman, I don't believe she should be saying feminine and all these type of things, but it is what it is, okay? Sharon Brace says, I'm a pretty red dime is fem. I don't know what that means. I'm a pretty red dime is fem. I don't know what that means. But I'll tell you this. If you're saying that he said, I'm a pretty red dime, that's feminine, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I think you want to overjudge it, right? But that's him being a goofball and laugh, and that's how young people do. This is the problem with these generational differences, right? Young people been goofing off. This is why y'all confused on why young people talk different. Slang change all the time. So I don't know if he said that or not. I don't know if he said that or not, but I will say this. If you're telling me that he says, I'm a pretty red dime and I don't want to mess up my fingernails or something like that. And he went a little bit more in depth. I guess I could kind of agree with you because I can see the premise of it. But if he like, yeah, I'm a pretty red dime and he's joking, I think sometimes this false theory that you have to be overly something is wrong. I don't know if I think there's a such thing as overcompensating for your masculinity, right? Where you're like, you can't even say a joke like that without having fun. The guys say jokes. Now, I don't know if that's what he said, but the context kind of matters. But I would agree in a general sense, if a guy went on Instagram and just said, I'm a pretty red dime, that would be pretty problematic. I don't disagree with you, Sharon, but I don't know the concept. If he was joking there, yeah, she chased after me because I'm a pretty. It's a joke. It's really not that extreme, but you know what I mean? I respect everybody, especially those New Yorkers, because y'all say all kind of things like SMD and Ayo. So y'all different over there. Y'all, and then y'all women, by the way. Y'all, see, I have to be careful with New Yorkers because y'all like women that say wild things. And now maybe Sharon ain't saying that because his wife is lovely. We're not talking about his wife because she don't talk like that. But let's be honest. A lot of, especially if we talk about the younger ones, Sharon, the younger women in New York, tell me that they don't talk crazy. Tell me they don't talk like they a man. All right, I'm going to quit before I get in trouble. I'm going to quit. But you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, Sharon. You know what I'm talking about, okay? Now, let's be honest. Part of the problem that women are having is this, all right? This is the problem that women are having.
The only reason dating, period, is trash is because we're not standing on business. We're not, especially women. We'd be like, oh, in order for a guy to get my time, my body, my X, Y, and Z, he got to do this, and this. Until you run into a man who over 6 feet, got a gold chain, got a pretty smile. Now all of a sudden, all those standards is out the window. We're not standing on business. And for the fellas, like a lot of times you be like, all these women want is my money and they just want me to spend a bag at X, Y, and Z. There are plenty of women who don't. You're choosing to go after these type of women. You're not standing on business.
We don't want certain things from certain people.
I agree 1000%. Y'all be saying like, I don't want a guy that's all over me acting thirsty. I don't want a girl who hits me up 24/7, always on my line. Until it's a girl or a guy that you like, then it's fine. Then Stink is out here moving with a purpose, okay? Then Stink is out here building, all right? So I feel like we need to be real with ourselves and recognize that we're not standing on business. Where's the accountability, people?
Now that is Stormy P, okay? I think I've seen her in some of these. I forgot where I've seen her, but I've seen her somewhere, right? She's actually pretty cool. I think she's pretty cool. And I think she's pretty honest about it, okay? Let me tell y'all, matter of factly, for the most part, men are standing on business. For the most part, men don't stand on business. Let me tell you how. Because most men, they're not giving you marriage. They're not giving it away. Oh, here, come get this marriage. No. They stand on. Most of the men are standing on business. That's why women keep saying these men don't want to get married. These men not. Most men is actually standing on business. You just don't know part of their business is knocking down 304s. That's part of their business. Men knock down 304s, and then they be like, "But you ain't gonna be my wife though." That's historically what men have done. You're a 304, yeah, we're gonna play around, but I'm not marrying you. So men is actually standing on business more than not. The women, on the other hand, stand on absolutely no business at all. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why women don't stand on business. Because women are not disciplined. Women are not disciplined. And the reason women don't stand on business is because the stuff that they want, they just think they're supposed to get it. The stuff that they want, they just think that they're supposed to get it. At the end of the day, like it or not, this is a man's world. According to just y'all, this is a man's world. Everything that comes to everything has to go through the man. Now, I know y'all don't like it, and I know it frustrates y'all, but the men are the ones that validate you. It is what it is. We don't talk about Simone Biles unless she got this man, this husband. She just be another athlete, another successful woman, single and by herself. We wouldn't even be talking about her till she got that man that's validating her. Because let's be honest, she not validating him. She not validating him. It's the opposite. And I know that irks y'all guts a little bit, but if y'all look at Serena Williams, right? Her husband said he didn't know who she was and what happened. Y'all say Serena Williams' husband. Y'all say Serena Williams' husband. So let me ask y'all this, ladies. This is when this whole devil thinking comes into play. What about y'all, man? Is they your wife? Or are you acknowledging that your partner outperforms you and is so-called better than you? I'm just curious, right? Because if y'all willing to say that's Simone Biles' husband, and then to some degree saying he's her girlfriend in some disrespectful forms, are you your man's wife? Or how does that work? Who's the bigger name? Who's the more important person? You or your husband? I'm curious. Because if you're going to support them saying that's Simone Biles' husband, right? Well, if we discuss you, what are you? Or is your man known as being your such and such husband, or you know being such and such his wife? How do y'all really want to break that down? Because I'm going to guess y'all really don't want to do it. I'm going to guess y'all really don't want to do it, right? Now, let me get to Spence was talking about her earlier. What's her name? That actress, Taraji P. Henson, okay? I said I wanted to discuss that briefly. Y'all saw what was happening, right? I guess Taraji P. Henson says she's getting underpaid or something to that degree, right? I don't really have a video on that because I wasn't really planning on discussing that, but I'm sure we can find something like that, right? Here we go. This is the internet. We can always find something, okay? Here we go. Taraji. Let's see what was said just to get caught up. This is the internet. Here we go.
Just tired of working so hard, being gracious at what I do, getting paid a fraction of the cost. I'm tired of hearing my sisters say the same thing over and over.
Taraji P. Henson's brutally honest and emotional explanation of Hollywood's pay disparity is going viral.
I hear people go, "You work a lot." Well, have to. The math ain't mathing. Big bills come with what we do. We don't do this alone. The fact that we're up is a whole entire team behind us.
Yes.
They have to get paid. I'm just tired.
So I'm curious. How many of y'all was supporting this message? How many of y'all was supporting this message, right? I have to tell you, let me give you an example. That's your fault. It's your fault. You sign the contracts, you do the work. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna listen. It pains me to do this type of stuff, but I just have to do it. I have to be consistent. Start your own company. Do your own films. Create your own businesses. Remember? If you will sit here and acknowledge, right, that there's white supremacy, right? Intentional things being done to the community, right? Why do you keep asking black men to step up and solve these problems and gain some land and gain some property and get some power? Why would you ask that if you yourself are starting to express this business kind of set up? If you can't get together with your sisters and film your own movies, don't blend no more movies. See, this is the interesting part, right? Y'all want the men to stop playing football and basketball to stand up for one, right? To finally get ownership and stop being in movies. Don't be on no television at all until they give y'all what y'all deserve. Until they give y'all what y'all need. Or y'all do what y'all tell the men to do. Start your own business. Create your own films. And when you find out that, dang, ain't nobody going to my films. Dang, I'm really not making this much money. I have to pay the production team. You have to do all these things. What happens? I can't feel sorry for you when you sign the contract. You know, somebody was telling me, they said, there's another actress that she was in Spider-Man. I think she grew up with Disney. Her name is Zendaya, right? And somebody said Zendaya makes like almost $1 million per episode on Euphoria or whatever big show she was on, right? Almost like $1 million an episode. I wonder how many episodes she did of that particular show. Is she on 20 shows? I wonder if I had somebody look it up and go, yeah, she get about $1 million per show and she's in 20 or 30 shows. Can y'all do the math on that? Can y'all do the math on that? The truthful matter of this is y'all think it's the man stopping y'all. But y'all have turned this into a war. And I'm not even talking about a relationship war. Forget the relationships, right? Because this has trickled to every aspect of our life. Y'all have turned a war against men. So how y'all gonna get some money? How y'all gonna get some money? If the way women get money is through men. It's through men. So if like the ones, the OnlyFans, all them, if y'all getting money from us that way, or how y'all gonna get money if y'all turn men into your enemy? If y'all turn men into y'all competitors, you think the men gonna be like, we ain't gonna make no more money? Fine, y'all make it after y'all proven that when y'all make the money, y'all don't want to help. Y'all want to support. It's just the truth. So how's that going to work? Who do you think she's asking for more money? Who do you think she's negotiating with? Producers, studios? Who run them? The truthful matter of this is that if you stop participating, then what? Let's just be honest. I'm not saying you're not valuable. You can determine that, right? Stop working. Stop doing anything. The problem is somebody else going to get this money. And you're going to be mad that you didn't get this money. Because they paying this money to somebody. They giving this money to somebody. Y'all just don't want to accept whether it's Nikki or, I'm sorry, not Nick. Let me see. Is her name Nikki? No, hold on. I don't know. No, I'm sorry, not Nikki. Monique, whether it's Monique, whether it's Taraji, if you ain't getting the money, it's because you don't know how to generate it. If you ain't getting the money, it's because you don't know how to generate the money. Why don't you have more streams of income coming in? Why ain't you flipping houses? Why don't you have second and third jobs and all these things that you telling men that they have to do? Listen, let me give you your answer. The reason you're going through this is because you don't have a man. Y'all remember when she was saying, black man, we need you. We need you. Yes, you do. You absolutely do. Jessica, no, you can hit the link if you would like. There's not anything specific that we're talking about. We just chilling. We just having a conversation. But I'm just being honest. You need the men. You need a man. Listen, I'm sorry to tell you, if you got your own career, you're making your own money, the women that I don't necessarily see crying is the ones with the man. Am I lying, cameraman? I don't have a cameraman. That's just how we talk out here. Am I lying, cameraman? No. Get you a man, Taraji. Get you a man and watch how your life will change. But you trying to do this on your own ain't working. You trying to do this on your own ain't working. See, the problem is you don't want to be under the authority of a man because you're so used to having the freedom that you want. The problem with freedom comes choice. And when you have choice comes consequence, whether it's a positive or a negative. Your choices do that. But see, when you don't have a man involved with this, you struggle. Now, I know y'all don't like to hear this, right? Because we're not allowed to up men. We ain't allowed to say how great men are. We only could, you know. Hold on. Somebody said, I don't remember Taraji Henson being married. Married to who? Who is Taraji? Red Pill, what up? Who is Taraji married to? I'm not familiar with that. Let me look it up.
First of all, I want to say happy merry belated Christmas or whatever the fuck. Yeah, I hope you had a good Christmas, brother.
I appreciate you, brother.
I don't know if you celebrate.
No, I'm trying to figure out who she married to.
She ain't married.
She married.
She's not married at all.
Oh yeah, she was engaged, but I don't know if that's still going on.
No, she's not married. I don't even think she's with that guy anymore. Matter of fact.
Yeah, yeah. She need a man. In my humble opinion, she need a man. Because I think that's where that part is going downhill at. Because that's.
Hey, Aaron, I want to say something about what you were just real quick about what you were talking about earlier about that Jonathan Owen situation.
Yeah, go ahead.
It really bothered me that women had such a problem with what he said when all of them want their sons to think very highly of themselves. They tell their sons that they're kings and all this stuff. As a man with a son, my wife don't think none of the girls my son talked to is ever good enough for him. I got a 22-year-old son about to be 23, and she don't think none of those women are ever good enough. Most women don't think those girls are good enough for their sons. So clearly, if you don't think the girl good enough for your son, that means you think he's the prize to her. So they think this about their own sons. They want their own sons to feel this way and have confidence. But then when somebody else's son do it, it's a fucking problem. It's insane to me. And I honestly, I'm secure enough to say that that guy could have bagged her without being in the NFL. He's 5'11", he's a professional athlete, he's in shape, he's a decent looking guy. He didn't even have to be in the NFL to bag her. And he wasn't capping, he wasn't trying to shame her. First of all, she was sitting right there, so it's not like he was saying it behind her back. And he just told the story how it happened. What, he was supposed to lie? She matched with him first. She messaged him first. She drove to see him first for 45 minutes. She's nodding her head the whole time. Clearly, she was pursuing him. He just told the story as it happened. But some kind of way they had a problem with it. It's weird as fuck.
Yeah, I see. That's the thing, right? I believe that too. And when I tell women all the time, any woman that I see with a son act exactly like you said. My son ain't about to be paying your bills. My son ain't about to be doing this. Why she ain't got her own job? And I'll be hearing it. I'm like, dang, I normally talk about the men that are delusional when it comes to their moms and their daughters because they be acting crazy, right? But the truthful matter of it is when the women have their sons, they not trying to let no woman play him. They not trying to let their son come out of his pockets and cash out, pay bills and all these type of things. They not. So they actually prove that they know that women do these things. And it's not a small amount of women, because then if it was a small amount of women, other women wouldn't feel that need to protect their sons that much because it's very rare. They know it's a large amount of women doing these things. Just like a lot of men feel like there's a large amount of men act a certain way so they protect their daughters. So that's why I say it's interesting talking to these mothers. I'm like, I do an experiment all the time. See, when I see a woman walking with her son, if I know them, right, we have a good relationship. So I did it with a couple of people that I know. I said, your son is gonna pay some other woman's daughter's bills. You know that, right? And you know what they say? My son ain't paying nobody bills. What you talking about? Like, yeah, it frustrates them because they know their son gonna be used and abused in some form or fashion.
And the funny part is 9 times out of 10, somebody's son is paying their bills or have paid their bills.
Yes. Yes.
Insanity.
Yes. So that part always threw me off. I never understood that, so I started paying real big attention to those things. Oh, shout out to my brother Big Bad Bull. Okay. My guy Big Bad Bull says, this is the Aaron O. I missed Solo Dolo for an hour straight. Keep the panel twerkers at bay until the end. I got you, bro. I got you. We just chilling, rocking out, doing what we do. However the show go is just how we operate. I just think that sorry, I have to update that. Big Bad Bull is the sponsor of the show. Let me fix that there. Yes, as a matter of fact, I don't like putting the acronym up. I like writing the whole name. My bad.
And as a man with a son turned 23 in January, I be listening to him. That's why I be up to date on this stuff. He 23, and he talking to a girl right now that's 19. He said he had to do that because he hard pressed to find women his age without a kid. He 23, and he turned 23 January 26, and a lot of women his age be having a kid. So he dating a girl that's 19 now, that's in college down there in Houston, whatever. But yeah, so you got these young guys having these kind of concerns. And like I said, his mom only tolerated the girl before her, and definitely wouldn't tolerate one with a kid because she feel that's her baby. That's her firstborn. And ain't no woman just good enough. Simple as that.
Yeah.
And most women feel that way.
Yeah, no, I understand. And that's how you start to get to the truth when you listen to women talk about their sons. You be like, yeah, and now we know what it is. You wouldn't let nobody do your son like that. But I think most people care about their own before anybody else instead of the majority of it. So that's what typically happens. But that's just what I saw with the whole Taraji Henson breakdown. It's just like, in my opinion, I'm not trying to be harsh, right? I genuinely, honestly, I want her to get a man. Because I'm so look, I saw somebody in the chat say her problem is not a man. She don't need no man. Yes, she do.
You're very fair in that situation because after I got my first degree, I went and got a second degree. I went to film school of digital film and video production. And one of the things they taught us about that is star power is about if you can bring asses to the seat.
Yeah. And
she's an amazing actor in the role. She's actress. However, nobody's like, I got to catch that Taraji joint. She's not Robert Downey Jr. She's not the Rob.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, right? Because this is not something I've explored heavy or anything like that. Do women go to the movies by themselves with a group or when they're asked on a date? Because that's one thing I don't know. Is we're simply Miss Jessica.
Only for the ones I know, only to see certain female-aimed movies. Like I know a lot of them went to see that Beyonce movie. A lot of them went to see Color Purple this past weekend. So if it's a movie specifically for them, then they'll buddy up with their homegirls and make it a girls' night. But those movies are far in between. Like they went and saw Girls Trip. What's that unfunny motherfucker? Well, Jada Pinkett and the one that's got the DWI the other day, Tiffany Haddish. The Girls Trip movie.
She's not funny. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's not. So yeah, women went and saw that with their homegirls too. In a lot of instances, a lot of my cousins, my sister, they're like, me and the girls going. You know?
The only reason I say is because I don't know who watches more movies, men or women. Because in my mind, I'm trying to identify how do they pick an audience, right? Is it when a movie comes out, is a woman saying, "Oh, I'm going to see that movie, but I'm going dolo," or "I want my boyfriend to take me"? Who is the ones that have to spend the money? Are women spending money going on to see movies by themselves? Are they going as a group? Or are they having to wait till a man take them? Because if they have a man, then the man paying. So the man is the actual consumer. So they have to cater to the male audience. You see what I'm saying? I really don't know that industry that well, but
most movies are designed for men. Most. That's why the Marvels didn't do that well. That Captain Marvel movie was a complete flop. Don't get me wrong, there are plenty of movies designed for women, but if you just go look out what came out this year, you'll see, and by design, I don't mean anybody can watch the movie, but it's just certain genres, certain plots that are a little more male directed.
Yeah, because if I asked the audience what are the best movies that's came out lately, I wonder what they would say.
Look at the biggest franchises, the Marvel franchise, the Fast and Furious franchises. Everybody love them. I know plenty of women that love Fast and Furious. However, those are male
dominated. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then that make more sense then, because in my mind, I'm like, Tom Cruise get paid a lot of money. Will Smith get paid a lot of money. A lot of the male athletes actors get paid a lot of money. And I'm thinking to myself, like, but there are some women that get paid a lot too. Some.
Oh, definitely.
But
it's best about bringing asses to the seat. You got to be able to bring asses to the seat. And how much your last movies make dictate how much we're going to give you for this check. And tell the truth, Taraji P. Henson has never starred in a movie that made big money. Well, she was the number one on the list, on the call list. See, in movies that have call lists, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The person at the top is the biggest star, and he get the biggest check. And it just go down, and as the list go down, what you get go down. And I don't think she was ever number one on the call list in anything. If anybody in the chat can correct me, but even in the Avengers movies, Robert Downey Jr. was number one on the call list. Even though that had Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, and all kinds of other stars, Robert Downey Jr. was number one on the call list, and that's why he got the biggest check. Matter of fact, he fought to get other people check, get more money. In Guardians of the Galaxy, I'm pretty sure Chris Pratt was number one on the call list.
Well, I guess that makes sense then. Okay, so now I kind of get an understanding, because I'm not a movie buff. I don't go see movies like that. I don't care for them. But if I did go, in my mind, I'm like, somebody gonna be like, "Hey, let's go to the movies." It'd probably be like a group of people, or some woman like, "Oh, take me on a date," or something like that. When I'm trying to think about how it normally happens, now that kind of explains the pay, because it's very similar to women in sports wanting more money.
Yes.
So
the NBA.
But my problem is these women are not dumb people. You like, I know you might not think that, right?
No, like I said, I'm not that angry guy. You gotta wipe
but what I'm saying, what I'm saying is, if they know that, if it makes sense to us and we explain it, how can they still fight it? That's the confusing part.
Because they fight reality. They understand it and they know it is what it is. Like those WNBA women logically know that the WNBA is a failed venture, has been for over 25 years. They lose 10 to 12 million a year. Why would I pay people in a failed business more money? It makes no logical sense. And they know this. They know if they had a failed business, they wouldn't raise the pay of people. Yet they say it all the time. So they know it, but accepting reality ain't easy for some people, because reality hurts and it's fucking painful.
So Callie said, was she at the top of the list for Empire?
No, Terrence Howard was. He's number one on that call, on that building.
Yeah, see,
Terrence Howard was a bigger star than her, being in more movies and bigger movies at that point, before he started talking crazy and acting crazy. The show was about Lucius Lyons in his record label.
Dang, that's cold-blooded. Well, You is cold. Well, fair enough. You know, we just gonna listen. Let's just entertain this. Okay. I have the next clip for the show that I came across, and I want to get your thoughts on because I don't want to get caught up too far in Hollywood. Because I just want to acknowledge that get other income, generate more money from somewhere else. If you not making enough money on screen, go model. If you not, and let me just tell you why it frustrates me, right? If you are wearing this is one of the things that I'm big on, right? If you're wearing somebody else's product and you're that big of a known figure, that's why the Bill Gates don't wear other branding. When like they be wearing plain stuff, they don't wear all this, all these Versace and all this type of stuff and all this. Yeah, because they're so rich and they're so smart, you have to pay them to wear that. So Taraji should not be wearing anything unless they give it to her free or unless they pay her to wear it. She should create her own products. You see what I'm saying? She's her own brand. The way that Rihanna went crazy with Fenty products and all that, that's what a lot of these people in these positions should be. They should be creating so many streams of income that they won't have these problems. But it seems like they think that they understood what men were going through. And they're like, so we doing what men do. Shouldn't we be getting the same amount of money? And that's not the true process. Just not.
Yeah, she gotta diversify her portfolio if she's gonna continue in this industry and just rely on acting checks.
It sounds like she need to do more than just that. It's because normally a woman that got millions and millions of dollars don't come out and speak like that. So my guess is she's not doing as well as she should be. That's my guess.
And I agree with you. She had a strong man in her life. He'll probably get her in a better direction.
That's my humble opinion. All right, let's get to the next clip. Let me pull it up here. All right, my friend, you tell me what you think about this.
How much money is in your guys' bank account? I got like 12.
Now, in my opinion, do you think people are honest in these interviews? Because I think they are. Because I've seen a bunch of them.
Yeah.
I'll be like, okay, I can see that. Somebody like $21, they pull up. I think most people are pretty honest in these interviews. And you can kind of tell when people capping, right? You'd be like 600, 6 million. Like you would tell when they capping, but for the most part, they're pretty honest, right? My guy said $1,200. In my mind, I'm like, all right, player, do your thing, right?
Pretty young guy. That's not
now, if he got $1,200, how much you think she gonna have?
Shit, 6 figures.
Oh man, check this out. I can't see. Yeah, no, there she go.
Like 70K? Yeah.
70K? What you mean 70K?
What do you mean? My dad gave it to me.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
So he got 1,200. She got 70 racks. And then she said, my dad gave it to me. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something true. These dads be giving their daughters paper.
Oh yeah.
I just listen. The other day, 200,000 came in to this young lady. You know what I'm saying? Like, daddies be taking care of these daughters, and they ain't work for nothing. So
I would love to set my daughter up like that.
Of course. Look, listen. But we don't want to do that to the sons. But we're not gonna get into that right now because they gotta earn it. They gotta work for it. Daughters get it free, right? But here's the point: she got 70 racks. He got 1,200. He didn't know she had 70 racks, right? So listen to his response.
You made me pay for all this shit and you got 70K.
You're my boyfriend. Why wouldn't you pay for my things?
Well, I mean, if you got 70K, I mean, you should be paying for this.
Yeah, but usually the guy's supposed to pay for the things.
This is a serious problem. Like, I'm not even kidding. I paid for
What
dinner.
are you getting mad at me for?
That was $400.
You're supposed to pay for my shit.
You got 70K.
You're my boyfriend. You're supposed to pay for my
kidding
shit.
me? Yo, dude, this is actually.
It's not my fault you're broke. How is that my fault?
We're done then.
What do you mean we're done?
We're done then.
If you're gonna fucking scream at me, then leave.
Now, the only listen.
That went some directions.
The only problem, right, is dang. Now I'm torn because I really don't know. I'm torn because I really don't know what's right or wrong in this scenario. I genuinely, I'm wrapping my head around it and I'm trying to figure it out. I genuinely am.
This the
I'm
thing.
genuinely trying to wrap my head around it, but I don't know who's right or wrong in this situation. Please give me your thoughts, your insight, because I have no idea who's right and wrong in this situation.
I honestly think she wasn't wrong because they don't seem to be married. Now, if that was his wife and she had that $70K, I should fucking know about it. Not only that, I should be able to do stuff with it because I'm gonna take that money and invest it and do stuff with it. You're not gonna fuck it off and you're not gonna sit on it. And but since they weren't married and they just on a date, he shouldn't be pocket watching her if he came to pay anyway. But the only way she could be, she should at least at some point did something for him with some of this money. And that's what we can't prove or not. But I don't think she's wrong. But I think if she got $70K, at some point she should have treated him occasionally. But him paying for her has nothing to do with what's in her pocket for that particular date. And she didn't technically have to let him know because they're not husband and wife.
So I'm just curious, right? What difference does it make if they were husband and wife?
Well, the thing about that is that once you marry somebody and get into that social and legal contract, it's certain expectations, it's certain things that they owe to you through the vows and things of that nature.
So
boyfriend and girlfriend don't have none of that.
Are you saying that if y'all was married and her daddy gifted her 70 racks, you think that's your 70 racks?
Fuck yeah.
So you think that's how it works?
If you set the tone in your relationship and she
no. How do you think it legally works?
I don't know, because when we do some shit and get a divorce, they get half of that. But I think with her, once you get married, it's all y'all's. I think it is. But relationship wise, it should work as in it's y'all. But it depends on what you have going with your woman. My wife, dad told her when he passed, he's leaving her 5 acres sitting on the lake with 2 double-wide trailers on it. And I know that's ours. And I'm not counting his days or nothing because I don't need it because I have a home. But, and I know whatever I want to do with it, it's my choice to decide what we do with it. Do we sell it? Do we build our forever house on it as we go to rest in our old age? That kind of thing.
So you said, let me just ask, if y'all married and her father leaves her a property, right? You think that's your property?
If she sell it, I get my cut. unless she don't. If she don't respect me, then it's hers. But I ain't gonna be with a woman that don't respect me.
That's really interesting. Does she have to respect you before y'all get married?
Of course.
Okay. So we understand there's some value into the relationship before they married. Okay, that's what I want to get. So in this situation, I'm not sure who's at the most fault, but I do think spending $400 on them. I don't even care if the meal was $200. If that man got $1,200 and she got 70 racks, and her argument is because you're my boyfriend, you're supposed to pay. Let me ask you this. What's the gain for being somebody's boyfriend? If you're a man, right? What do you gain out of that?
Access to regular box. It's not a lot. If you're into companionship and company and boring ass conversations, you get that. Depends on the woman how much you like her though. Some women can be interesting. I actually enjoy talking to my wife, which a lot of my friends find weird and rare. That I be like, me and my wife, I like talking to her. Makes me think I'm crazy. But as a girlfriend, boyfriend shit, you get access to regular box, possible loyalty.
See,
You know?
man, listen, now you know why relationships are crumbling. Now you know why relationships are crumbling because of that answer right there. In my humble opinion. Okay, let me ask you this then. Let me reverse the scenario a little bit. Let's say she said, "Oh, I'm taking you out, right?" And that ain't y'all money. I know y'all wish that was y'all money.
Everybody come and swears they money. They've been saying it the whole time. It's their money.
That's not how it works. But I'm not gonna get into the list. That's not how that stuff works. So, if he has 70 racks and she had 1,200, right? And she just paid for a $250 meal, right? And because she's like, "Oh, well, I'm gonna treat you," right? Whatever the case is, right? And who cares? And that same interview happened. You think she'd be hot?
Would she?
The inverse. How much money is in your bank account? She says 1,200, and then he asked him how much in yours? 70 racks. Do you think she'd be furious about how much bread she just spent on that dinner?
Oh fuck yeah!
Demon.
Demon. You sat there and let me spend $400 on you, and you got banking. You just looking and sitting back with a full belly. So I understood his anger. That's why I understood his anger. She could at least pay the fucking tip. Like, do something for a part of it, you know? It's cold world out there, man. Oh boy said we done. Done. Cold world. But they were so young too, though. Jesus, you know.
Man, let me see here. Either man says, "What is the gain of being a baby daddy?" Oh, here we go. That's for Thursday. Either man show. All right, we're gonna discuss it on Thursday. We're not doing it today. But I actually say there's a lot of gains of being a baby daddy if that's what you want to be.
Yeah.
If that's what you want to be, okay. I just thought that was interesting. I'm like, because in that situation, right? I'm like, dang, 70 racks my dad gave me. Now, Creed wanted to know what's the purpose for that 70 rack. He just gave it to her. It happens way more often than you possibly might know, Creed. These women in particular be getting money, way more so than men. They be getting money from that 60 racks, just 60 racks here, 100 racks. I'll be mind blown by a lot of this stuff, but I've been seeing a lot of stuff before, so I have a.
Yeah, most women get their first car bought for them. Most men have to.
No, I mean there are men that do, but I've seen way more women.
Way more women, yeah. Most men have
at a younger age too. But
yeah.
I would say they probably give the company to the son. Maybe that's part still true, but I don't even think that's consistently the same anymore. It's about whoever the better parent. Oh, Callie Bev is here, and she don't look happy.
Callie happy.
And she said, "We're red pill at. We got a problem."
No, Callie, me and Callie.
Red pill, you better apologize right now. Say you sorry. Say you sorry.
What's up, Callie?
She got the hood on.
What's up, y'all?
Oh,
no, I don't know if it was on this show or not, but I need a retwist, so that's why I got my hood on.
Cool. Do another Cali drive-by? You gonna sit around for a little bit?
No. If I was doing a drive-by, I'd change my name to Drive-By Bev. I gotta give folks warning. It was okay. It's okay. The boys are older now, so there's no playing with toys. And then it was all rainy and dreary. So even if they did get a bunch of toys and bikes and all that kind of stuff like that, they wouldn't have been able to go outside and play it anyway. It was just blah. But it was cool.
As the kids get older, Christmas lose a lot of the magic.
Now, Callie Bev, are you upset about sharing that money, Taraji P. Henson or Simone Biles' husband? Which one bothers you?
Oh, none of them bother me.
Okay.
I don't know nothing about the Simone Biles like that, except people arguing about something about he said he's supposed to be the prize or something. Okay. The Taraji P. Henson thing, I don't know anything about that like that.
You stop lying. You saw her crying.
I actually did not. I just read posts like, oh, okay, Taraji, she mad about something. People talking. That's all I know about it or whatever. I just came in when Red Pill was talking about the top billing and stuff like that. That's when I came in.
That's true. She has
But
obsession with all that kind of movies, Marvel, and all that stuff. Callie's one of them.
but I just came up because y'all was talking about the $70,000 thing. I actually caught the whole, I caught the video for that. It's a skit, but that's neither here nor there. Once married, yeah, that is y'all's money.
It's Oz money, Aaron. It's Oz money. Damn it! And that's what I think, though. I think it really is. I said it. She said, the chat didn't say it. I don't know. Maybe you know something we don't know.
So I'm just curious. So is your argument is if her father writes her a check for $70,000, she puts it in her solo bank account. She then goes and spends $70,000. You think you have some legal grounds to prosecute her?
She betrayed the fuck out of me. I'll divorce her.
No. I'm asking. It's a different question.
Well, back up to the solo account part. That's not even supposed to be a thing for me anyway. In my opinion, that's not even supposed to be a thing anyway.
Right. Now, I do have a solo account, but we have a joint too. We have a joint. She have a solo. I have a solo. But we have a joint that certain money go into it. Too savvy, I am a red pill because I accept reality for what it is, and I believe in self-improvement.
Why y'all always arguing with the chat? This is why y'all get in trouble. Stay focused on the question.
Right,
what you gonna do with that 70 racks that I didn't just spent, Callie Bev, that my dad gave to me?
What am I gonna do with it?
What you gonna do about it?
What do you mean?
My dad gave me 70 racks. We married. I go and spend that 70 racks.
What you gonna
do? My money.
Oh, I'm probably just be mad. Like
no,
what?
But do you have any legal grounds?
Now that I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I'm not about to get into this class right now, but Tam is here and she knows what I'm talking about. Okay, this is for a whole nother day to break down how inheritance actually work and things like that. Because I know y'all think that's y'all's, but it ain't y'all's. I know y'all think it is, but they ain't how it works. Especially if they set it up right, which a lot of them do.
Oh yeah, well, let's say you're right. When I think about it, when it comes to inheritance, I might remember hearing that somewhere. But I'm out of there.
No. Listen. Don't worry. That's for another show. We're gonna get into that another time. I'm just letting you know. So what Callie Bev, let's just say it's a skit. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. I don't care, right? It's not the biggest thing. It's not, but it's not something that doesn't occur. That does occur.
True. I mean, I've known for it to occur or whatever like that. Not with no $70,000 or nothing like that. But it's smooth 30.
How much is a lot of money to you, Callie?
I'm cheap, so I'm probably shoot. Right about now, 50 G's is a lot of money to me.
Yes, it is.
Oh man. Hey, Venus is here. What's going on, Venus? I'm gonna just tell you now as a friend, 50 racks ain't no money. I'll just tell you that now.
I mean, I'm probably sure the long-term thing, nah, but right now, 50 G's is a lot of money to me.
It ain't game changer. It resolves some shit. A lot of shit.
Right.
It's not no money. It ain't no.
Put my mind at ease about a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah.
Now, in my humble opinion, I think this is my opinion. And it depends on age too. The age you get something because of the circumstances you be in, I would say somewhere around $250,000-$300,000. Just at one lump sum, you could do some work with that. Now, if you don't have any expertise or any skill set in any area of like how to grow money, then shout out to my guy Team Fatty. He just had an awesome show that I missed because I was working, but I caught a little bit of it. Salute to Team Fatty. He's in the building. But If you don't have no skills at all, you don't know how to grow money at all, not even little ways, you don't have no understanding of marketing, branding, you're not a salesperson at any level, you gonna need for them to give you $1 million because you're not gonna be able to grow 100,000, 200,000 because you have no idea how to do it. So in those circumstances, you need to be given $1 million for your life to change. Because if somebody gives somebody that skilled money, right, that knows how to grow money and increase, then they could do something with a smaller amount of money. But the general sense of most people, you're gonna need a whole lot more money before you can make some shake, because even a whole lot of money in a small type of investment, it can be life-changing, because if you just have a pile of money to throw at something, it's going to make you some money. If I put $1 million into a savings account that generate 5%, even though I don't care, right? 5% it's still 5% on $1 million. You can do a simple math on it. Change a lot of people's lives. But that's only if you have no skill set at all, which that would be most of us. Okay. Hold on one moment. Let me pull this up here. This StreamYard be tripping. Avatar, reveal yourself.
Hi, it's Venus.
Venus the troublemaker. Venus came up here to say 50,000.
You know, when you talk about money, I love talking about money. Hi, Callie Bev.
Callie said she'd take 20 right now. What you got on it?
I take that too.
Yeah, I'll take what I can get, but I don't consider $50,000 a lot of money. It's not.
Yeah, no.
I would literally say
it's crazy.
250 minimum for real, because I think about taxes and all that. Like, what are you keeping?
It's crazy that we said that, but the vast majority of the country got to work a year to get 50,000. So
no. if I they're not getting no 50 in a year.
So the reason I was gonna say that too, 100K, and this is I'm not being this is the honest truth. To a person who has made that in a year before, which I have, that's not a lot of money. So it just depends on who you're asking.
But you gotta say how you get it. So hear me out. Let me finish my point.
As an entrepreneur is how I got it.
No, I'm not talking about that.
Yeah.
When I say how you get it, I mean something else. The vast majority of the population, based on the IRS, gotta get 50K in a year.
Yeah.
A year of work gets them 50K. But if I can get 50K in one day, that's a fucking super win. If I can get in one deposit, what it take 50% of the population to make in a day. Because the thing is, I got that 50K, but I'm still getting my other money.
Correct. But there are people with 50,000 right now and their life ain't changed. I'm telling
exactly.
you. They ain't getting it in one drop. Earning it throughout the year ain't the same as that.
No, and I'm telling you, in one drop, if somebody dropped 50 racks into somebody's hand, it ain't gonna do much.
It's not. Especially if you have student loans. If you have
no. Let's assume you debt free and somebody just give you 50 racks. How many people know how to grow money?
Right.
Like, what good does me giving you 50 racks if you have no idea what to do with it? And that's the large majority of people. They don't know how.
Well, you could buy a house though, right? It could change something. You could put a down payment on a house that you could maintain with your regular salary.
That's probably more stress though. Let's be honest.
What do you mean?
That you now locking yourself into being into a commitment. Yes, that brings another level of stress to you because now you lock into it. Now, like you can't just like you could say, hey, okay, I want to sell 6 months after you got it, fine. But like that's not much of a gain. So yes, it can allow you to control something, but how long does appreciation take for it to happen? You see what I'm saying? Like, because you can get a down typically on a home that you're gonna be in, but for 50, right? Like, where this home at? You had to live there for them to want to underwrite that and give you that home. For an investment property, they're gonna want more than 1% down, my friend.
I'm not saying it's life changing, but again, you gotta look at that's why I brought up what I said. You gotta think of a scale of shit. If I can get in one thing, what it take another person 365 days to get, that's a big difference.
Yeah, none of us are saying no, just to be clear. We're gonna take it. If you gave me 5,000, I'd be happy and grateful. If you gave me 500, I'd be happy. But the question was, is it a lot of money? Right? So then we have to think about what can actually be done with this.
Yeah. That's just my opinion. Either man is here. He says, I'm tired of rich guys like Either Man Williams talking down on little guys like Arano with 50,000. You hurt my feelings, and I'm not. Don't take it anymore. Listen. That is my opinion. That's my humble opinion. But y'all shouldn't listen to a broke guy like me anyway. Why waste your time? I'm just telling you, 50 racks ain't enough. My humble opinion, you're gonna need about a quarter to 3 for just the average person to really go, okay, I can really do something with this. That's just what I think. I think the average person, this is not very nice to say, probably can save up 50 racks in 10 years.
Damn.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
That's 2,000 a year. Wait, you said 50 and
let's say you start working
5,000 a year. Yeah, you're right. You said average.
Yes.
You're right.
Yeah.
Income based.
And we know most people not gonna do that. But I'm just saying, but I know that some people, that they not gonna like me to say it that way, but that's just what I think. Yes, JJ, $5,000 a year, and people are lucky to save that. And then most of the time, people that do save that, it's usually because it's untaxed and they put it in a 401k and they hide that income so they can even get to that 5 racks.
And they put it somewhere where it can grow interest.
So I'm just being honest. Like I think if somebody dropped 50, they knocked on the door to the most people, drop 50 right there, you be lucky, you go excited. But now what? Now what you gonna do? Because if you were smart enough,
I know what I'm gonna do
to grow money already, that 50 racks, that's like you already have that. If your mind was already working like that. But
so question,
not there.
Question.
Yes.
What you're saying is making me think, do people need to focus more on learning how to use money instead of just having a lump sum? Because once you have that skill, then you can actually like kind of get that kind of money. Like,
oh yeah, because
the problem is people don't know how to make money, like outside of a job, right? People don't know how to grow money.
No, people know how to make money. They don't know how to make their money make money. So they absolutely know how to make money, get a job. Like I tell people all the time, making money is easy. Making a lot of money is hard. So everybody can get a job, everybody can get a second job and make money, but you ain't gonna make a lot of money. Now, when it comes to making a lot of money, that's when it gets difficult. Once you've mastered the art of making a lot of money, then you think it becomes easy.
I should say keep money then. Keep money and know how to make your money make money, right? Because that could be one part. There are high earners who spend a lot, so they have a lot of expenses. So even though technically they are high earners, they don't retain much at the end of the year.
Yeah, part of the retention, part of the problem is people don't know how to pay themselves, right? So they're like they don't even know what that means. Like, what do you mean? So
pay yourself first and then everybody else.
They don't know how to do that yet. So that might be the next conversation we really break down into how to do that. Growing money is the issue. Growing money is the issue that people typically have.
Our relationship with money in general needs to be revisited. I think a lot of people.
Yeah, but it's an uncomfortable conversation. Oh no, JJ, I don't even like the Cardone. I don't like those people, bro. I don't hate on them. They get their money, but I don't really like how they do things personally. So they're not the type of people I would be listening to myself personally. Okay. Oh God, the anger is here. So I'm just saying, yeah.
Sometimes I listen to different people.
Yeah, I'm always gonna listen, but nah, like he's the ultimate salesman. I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm. That's the one who flips houses all the time.
Well,
Grant Cardone.
He's getting you to. I can't even speak on him. I'm not going to even do it. I'm not going to even do it.
Never mind.
I don't even want to promote it anyway.
Okay, never mind.
At all. I'm not going to do it. Either man, what you want?
I want to tell you the number one way to save money. I was loving the conversation. Is one way. The number one way for you to save money in 2024 is don't become a baby daddy. I promise you, if you don't become a baby daddy, you got the chances of you actually saving money goes up about 18,000%.
No, he right though.
1,000%.
I agree. I agree with that. The first thing people actually need to do is get disciplined. Like that's the thing we actually need to discuss. If you really want to be able to save money, to even have any money to invest, you need to have discipline to not spend it.
No, you need to have dick discipline, because people who have dick discipline have financial discipline. It starts with your dick. And this is what we need to start. This is what we need to start talking about in 2024. Baby daddies equals brokenness. It equals like we need to start making new formulas that says if you want to be broke, become a baby daddy. If you want to be wealthy, become married. It is a proven fact that married men actually save more money than anybody else. Anybody else on the earth. The richest people in the world are people who have lovely women on the side of them. The brokest people in the world is the people who are the baby daddies. Prove me wrong. We're going to talk about it Thursday. But I do want to talk about the conversation. I just want to start with that.
Oh, I'm pretty much going to prove you wrong, though.
It's okay. I'm gone. They're already.
CBG in full effect. Tell that little nigga we just dropped the bread. The sniper you waiting outside for that air. My game to the and I know they gonna blast.
And don't you come in here messing up his show either, man. Okay. I think that's probably gonna be one of my next membership conversations.
Like revisiting the relationship with money.
Well, yeah, that's what we're doing now. Shout out to real in the building. But discussing the discipline part that we got to lock down for, because you can't do nothing until you know how to control your spending habits. There's absolutely nothing you can do until you do that. I don't care how much money you generate. If you cannot control your habits, your spending habits, everything else will be destroyed. That's why you see a lot of people don't want for much. They're like, oh, how come they're not buying these jobs? They don't want it because it's not because when you see the whole Zuckerbergs, the Bill Gates, when they say, how come they not wearing all this name brand stuff and da-da-da, it's not because they can't afford it. It's not because they don't like it. It's because they're disciplined and they're pulling back from a place where they have already been like, that's dumb. I don't need to do that. And to maintain discipline, it's hard to let it go. So you know how you meet somebody like, dang, you doing pretty well and stuff. Go ahead, you can buy it. And they like, I can't. I'm already disciplined. I can't get out of my own way. I'm unable to reward myself with those things because I discipline myself against those habits already.
But
you know what I'm saying? Y'all ever met
don't
somebody?
Don't most people grow out of that? And that's just a genuine question I'm really asking. Like, don't most people grow out of the whole name brand thing, or at least have it labeled on their clothes like that?
No.
It just shifts to maybe you don't want the ones with the logos on them, but you still want the Gucci bag. It's hard to have Gucci bags and then not have them. Like it's hard to, even for people who wear Jordans or whatever they wear, they're not going to start buying Payless now. That's usually not how that goes. They want more of the same or even better. That's just it's a thing in business called taste and preferences, right? I think I learned this in economics class, and they were saying that part of why people kind of stay broke, like you're saying, Aaron, even when their income increases, they were saying that people's taste and preferences, this is like what's the word? This is a thing that happened amongst people. As their income changes, so does their taste and preferences. So maybe before I used to make coffee at home, but now I make more money and I feel like I can go to Starbucks every day. I'm not realizing that $4 every day is $20 a week, right? Or $28 a week. I'm spending over $100 a month for coffee now, right? Little things like that start to change and you don't realize. So you start spending more actually the more you make.
Yeah, it's called lifestyle creep. That's what they call it. So like as your income rises, so does your lifestyle that you're living tend to rise with it, right? Instead of your income rising and you maintain that same lifestyle, because the difference right there is where you can really make changes in life. So a lot of people are still living that $40,000 life, making 200, 300, 400,000. And you're looking at them like, you're making crazy money. Why you ain't doing this and that? Because they're so disciplined and they're so used to already living a certain way. They don't need to. And then once you can do all these crazy things, you realize it's really a waste of money. It's really a waste of money to do a lot of that stuff. Everybody wants money for the reasons that they want it. And do we really honestly remember why we want money?
I like things.
Yeah. So remember, the reason in which why you want money will ultimately dictate a lot of your outcomes. If you want money to buy things, how in which the way you go of how you acquire that money is going to impact the things in which you buy them. Meaning, if you buy things with your money, you ain't gonna have a lot of money left over.
That's a fact.
So and
that's true.
And these habits don't go away for a long time. Like people thinking, don't you just grow up and mature? No, there are women in their 50s, there are men in their 60s that are like, I never was taught this. I don't know no better.
Some of the best advice I ever got was when I was first in the Army, and I was a PFC, and one of my sergeants told me, regardless of what rank you advance to, always live like a PFC. If you're comfortable with this now, always live like that. So I got up 3 ranks more up to staff sergeant before I got out.
Mm-hmm.
I held that strong. I've been to Iraq twice, Afghanistan twice. Every time people used to come back, they used to get new cars. They used to get chains. You know, I don't stack up 30, 40,000 over there. They come back, get a car, get a chain, get shoes, go shopping. I bought my family stuff, bought a little stuff, but I didn't do like that. And I had a very humble house, a very humble car, and I just lived like I kept I believe in low overhead, because you can have a person make 80K, person make 50K, but that person made 50K actually got more money.
Keep more. They retain more, expend less.
If they catch that and need 2 new tires, the person with 80K might not have the money to get to 2 new tires.
Well, let's talk about this. Since we here, and these are the conversations I like anyway, we're going to talk about it. But let me just recognize some of the super chats that came in. T.O. sent 2 memberships. So we got 2 more members that's part of the gang. So shout out to my guy, T.O. We're going to need those because we're going to look, let's normalize this money conversation. We got more shows coming up. Chicago Rilla in the building says, let's normalize this money talk. Literally had me revamp my investment strategy last night. Already building with my sister and uncle to do the same. Pound GBG. Shout out to Rilla. I appreciate you watching that show. And that was just the first one, just to get an understanding of where we're going to go with it. I think the next show going to be even better. If y'all listen, if y'all DM me on IG or if you email me about the type of conversation that you want, whatever you guys want to talk about, credit, whatever that is, I am willing to do the extra heavy lifting and work in order to kind of craft that show more around that. But what we ultimately want to lean on to is it's going to be predominantly based around conversations about stock market investing and your decision making and why you should invest in this company. And I'm going to be there to challenge you and help you think a little bit more than you typically have when it comes to making those assessments. Okay, AL's in the building says people be disciplined in the wrong ways. They be buying Gucci and be hesitant or conservative on spending money to invest in ways to grow themselves. That's true, but there's a reason for that, and it's a lack of knowledge. The fear holds us back because we like, I don't know what to do with it. And all of our history that we've been told is that investments, you can lose all your money and you don't really know nobody that made no money, so you're scared. It's a lack of knowledge and it's a lack of courage in order to take the action, because it doesn't matter how much knowledge you get. If you're afraid to take the action, it's irrelevant. So you need a combination of the two. First, you want to get some understanding so that way you're less afraid to take an action. Once you have some form of knowledge, you feel more comfortable at making that action. So you take that step. So we need to do those 2 steps. Okay. Shout out to Granville. He says polo matching jumper suit equal $300 Jordans, $220 Nike socks, 10 Harbor Rays. I don't even know what a Harbor Ray is. Undies $10, Harbor Ray tank $10, Harbor Ray Mighty. What? $30 equal $580. If you walking around with $580 on your body, you're wearing
absolutely not
crazy.
Well, I'm guilty. I've done it.
I'm not gonna say that.
I have Balenciaga sneakers and they're not cheap. I'm gonna do better though.
I have to be honest. I used to have a real shoe problem back in the day, long time ago. I've been jumped out the game, and I made most of my money back. But the point being is, some of those shoes be like $600, and you only pay like $200 or $150, and the market drove them up like $500-$600. So you could be having that, but you shouldn't wear those, bro. Just go ahead and sell them. Trust me. Go ahead and sell them kicks, okay? Spence says, Aaron, I haven't seen nephews and nieces. Can I open a Roth IRA account for them without their parents? Who? That is a really, really good question. I'm afraid to answer.
I'm gonna lean towards no on that one.
Well,
I could be wrong, of course.
Well, Roth, he's speaking about a custodial account, and in that sense,
no, you're
not. I don't. Did he say without their parents? And that's where the question really comes in, because without them, they're technically the guardians of them. So that's where I'm like,
can't open it where they get it today.
And I forgot what it's called, either 520 or 5 something.
It's a 529. You're thinking about a 529 plan.
Why can't he just do one in his name, designated for them, and grow it on his own and give them access when it's time?
I asked my that. I think she said no.
There's
they
a couple
open a 529.
Yeah, because
no, his own, like in his name, but he knows who it's for. Basically,
yeah, because you can't.
There's too many penalties regarding
you
that.
Can't really do that. One, typically, because if you have a Roth that's in your name, that's gonna impact your contribution, right? You can't then invest in yours and then open another one, invest in that one, and say I'm gonna give it to somebody else later. Like that.
Oh, I see.
That ain't.
Wait, you can't have several? You can't have more than one?
You can, but contributing to them, right? Like I can open right now a bunch of Roth IRAs. I can open 7-8 accounts. I can't contribute to them though, because there's
why it's not legal. Oh, okay.
Right. No, the minimum is 25. The max right now is 5.1 plus change.
Hold on. No, really, I didn't have 600 pair of Jordans. No, but I had a couple pair that was worth 600 plus. That I didn't pay 600 for. But no, I didn't have that high. I want to say my collection was probably a few hundred, not 600. Not 600, no.
A few hundred, that's a lot.
Yeah, but I got out of the shoe game a long time ago. I didn't wear a lot of them. And so, I learned.
A few hundred. Shit, I got like 12 pairs of shoes and that's it.
Oh, now I only got like 40 pair, but they're all just like
nigga.
Yeah, that's been collected years ago, and they're just things that I like, not necessarily that I'm trying to flip or make money on. So if I walk down the street, they nice, they gonna see me and they gonna be like, "Where you get those from?" But they not really the type of the stuff that you will see other guys with. Like you gonna see me with.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
like some Biles and that type of stuff.
It's gonna be collabs, New Balance, Asics that most people don't have. They don't have those. They can't really get their hands on those. You're gonna see a lot of stuff like that.
Whatever you did the other day must have been fire. They was talking about you in my chat. Like, Aaron had a good show. That was great. And so I went to your channel because I didn't know it was a members only. And I'm like, I don't see any show. What are y'all talking about?
Oh, we're gonna do the next one. Gonna be even better. Shout out to Chris J. He says Financial Matrix, 10% charity, 30% savings investments, account 45 to 55% bills, house, transportation, electricity, cellular, food, 5 to 15%. Pocket change. That's the key thing. That's the key thing you want to talk about, though, Chris, is savings rate.
Say that one more time.
Savings rate. Paying attention to what your saving rate is can change the game for you. So if you want to save 60% of what you're making, changes the game. Like if you get to 50%, now you really making some room right there. When you can get a savings rate of 50%, you really making some room.
You mean 50% of your income or just the
yeah.
Yeah, no, like, keep in mind the financial matrix. It's like savings 101 or managing 101 for people who just like people say, "Oh, I don't know how to start, how to get into it." That is pretty much. You can put it back up real quick. That is pretty much the safest way to start off with. When you get to the Aaron O's levels or the other people's levels, then you can talk about the 50%, the 60%. But to get started, you can start with 30% right there and work your way up. Trust me, I'm not that far from saving to 50%. Now that I think about all my personal stuff, but 30%, trust me, every dollar you make, put 30 cents to the savings or to some investment accounts. Trust me, it's going to do you wonders.
Damn.
No, we're not doing that, Chris J. We're gonna you listen, join the group. We're gonna have a conversation. We're gonna turn it up.
I know, yeah, like savings for dummies.
Put no
pretty
pennies
much.
in there. JJ Carver says keep an eye out for companies with maturing owns next year. What did he say? Owns?
Loans, probably meant loans.
Maybe he meant loans.
Loans.
You think he meant loans?
Had to be.
I'm gonna assume he meant loans too. Especially you option heads. Yes. Absolutely. Y'all got to be very, very careful with those options. Let me see.
That is gambling, right? Pretty much.
No, it's not necessary.
No.
It's not. Everything technically is considered gambling. You could argue everything is gambling, right? But go ahead, Eden, man. What are you so angry about?
I can't believe y'all let Chris come up here and give y'all all this bad information. No,
I just read the super chat. I didn't say I agree. Go ahead and tell us.
All right. So let me state this. This financial matrix that I was somewhat to curate came from other geniuses, richer and smarter than either man, i.e., a billionaire.
It might be outdated.
So one thing, hush. One thing I decided to hush, my guy. I'm still talking. You can relax and hold on. Jesus. See, I am a genius because I know I'm not. I listen to other geniuses, take what they say and put it together and actually see the results in my own personal life, and I get that to other people. This is a beginner's level. When you get to the Aaron O's level, now you can start talking about 50%. When you get to the Edelman's level, now you can talk about what they're talking about. If you don't know and you're scared and you're just on the fence, start off with that and work your way up.
It's funny that he said that because not one billionaire is doing the advice that he just said. I can guarantee that.
Yeah, I don't think
bullshit.
You my guy.
He did say beginner though. He didn't say millionaire.
I really didn't, but that's let him rock.
No. The point that I'm saying is, I hear people say, I listen to these billionaires. The billionaires tell you to do the opposite of what they're doing. Most billionaires, when we start hitting this conversation, 50% of their income is going to taxes. So that whole matrix is out because they got to pay half of their income in taxes. So they made $500,000 that year. Guess what? They have to pay $250,000 in taxes. So it doesn't even apply. It's a way to keep people broke. I'm telling you, regardless if you want to listen to me or not, everybody want to talk crazy about Edelman Williams. We tell y'all broke people to get a trailer, and y'all think I'm crazy when I start talking this trailer talk. But I start giving y'all guys the game on how to really get out the situation. But you know what really happened every time? You want to keep up with the Joneses. You want to compete with the Joneses, and that's why people stay broke.
So Edelman, what's the alternative? Wait, if that formula he gave is bad for beginners, what is the right one?
The first formula is you need to move back in with your damn parents.
I hate this nigga. So that's
no. Let him finish though.
See, the first formula that a lot of people don't like is either you need to move back into your parents. If your parents is not an option, you need to find a way to get roommates. That's what I had. Like, people don't understand. Like, I had roommates all the way up until I got married.
Mm-hmm.
So this idea that I gotta have my own space, I gotta be living out, I gotta be spending 80, 90. Some people are spending 125% of their income. How do you do that? You break in 100 and you put 20%, 25% on credit cards, every single one.
Yeah. So in a sense,
You didn't give a beginner formula though. He was talking about saving.
He really did. That aggravated me more ways than one, because what he just told you to do.
Okay, guys, calm down. He did not get an answer, and we're gonna allow him to do it since y'all challenged him. But first, we're gonna hear what GBGville says. Just play 3-leg parlays and flip your money. So that's a beginner option.
Hey, play DraftKings.
So let's talk about the beginner formula. So the first thing you need to do before you talk about any budget, before you do anything, you need to log into your bank account and you need to print off your last 90 days of statements.
Yeah, you want to see us
first you need awareness. It's all like we always try to put percentages to things, and percentages does not make sense until I get an awareness of where my money's going. Then how long you ask for a formula? I'm gonna give you a formula. Then you need to be crude. You need to be your biggest critic. You need to take out a highlighter and you need to highlight in total where all the money is going. The DoorDashes, the gas station food. You need to go ahead and get a realistic understanding of where you at financially. And then you need to get what is your current percentage? How much of my current income is going to, how much is my current income is going to rent? How much is my current income is going this? How much is that? Once I find out, you know what's realistic, what I teach people? I see teaching a person to save 30% of their income and they say 0% of their income is unrealistic.
Right.
So what you do is you say, hey Venus, since I'm your financial coach, this is what we're going to do. This month I want you to save 1% of your income. And what I teach people is to go 1%, 2%, 3%, and then you grow up to something that is a lot more comfortable. I get these people on the internet just throw out these numbers and it doesn't make sense. I promise you it don't. Nobody just go out and just start saving 30% if they save 0%. It doesn't make sense. Mm-hmm. And what you do is I want to create a habit. That's what I'm telling you. How about we create a habit of you increasing? So we're going to have conversations, Venus. Hey, you just got a raise. You know what I'm saying? How about we put this raise over towards this investment or this savings? I really don't care too much for savings, but I understand the emergency fund. I understand that aspect, but I don't believe in having
$1,000 or 1 month's rent or something like that. That's the emergency fund, right?
No, I think an emergency fund.
Last time I read one of those books. Is that what it is?
Hey, Aaron, do me a favor, pull up my super chat because I'm about to go in.
Okay.
Listen,
because you're not gonna tell me I'm wrong and go on the soliloquy to pretty much say I'm right.
No, I didn't.
Maybe either man, that was good advice, by the way. That was really good advice.
Yeah, I know he want to fight it. So this is
no. You just said I was wrong, and you pretty much remixed what I said and said I was right. What are you talking about?
Close. Aaron, tell him that me and him are giving two different formulas. They're not even the same formula.
Holy shit.
Well, either man didn't really give any formula.
What I will say is this: the first thing I would agree with is let's assess where you currently are, and then let's talk about your habits, because we need to see if you just don't have any money at all or if you're giving your money away. So my favorite question to ask people is, do you like money? And you know what they say? Tell me what they say, either man.
No,
they don't say no. They say yes. And you know what I say? This is what I tell them. Then why do you give it away so easily? No, I just tell them, why do you give it away so easily? And then we started going into this process of trying to find out ways. And most of the time, I already know what's going to happen. Breaking their bad habits is the most difficult thing to do, because if you work hard, you think you deserve to do something. I work hard. I put some time in. I deserve this. I deserve this. That's not how it works.
But I think we have to meet people where they're at. Because if I say, hey, check this out, Venus. Say for example, Venus made $10,000, right? Mm-hmm. And I say, hey, Venus, let's just take 1% of this $10,000 and put it away. She can process that. Let's take a pair of shoes, right? And then I want to see how she react to that. Then after she react to that, now we're gonna go from 1% to 2%. Like, first of all, if we talking about beginners, just pay this 10% to charity, like to a beginner. And I kind of get if you're talking about from a spiritual point of view, but that charity,
basically, but keep going.
I got you. So the whole point that I'm trying to help people understand is you should try to create healthy habits over time.
And that might start off at 1%, 3% of your income.
Well, Chris J said he beefing with you. So Chris J, please explain your super chat to
go and read 45 to 55%. Read that real quick, including those in parentheses.
Sure, I'll read it from the beginning if that's what you desire. Financial matrix, 10%. Cool. Charity, 30%. Savings, investments, account, 45. Wait. I don't even know if I'm interpreting that. Okay, 10% go to charity, 30% go to savings and investments accounts, 45 to 55% on bills, i.e. house, transportation, electricity, cellular, and food. And
Stop right there.
Yes, sir.
Is it safe to say with the 45 to 55% of bills, obviously you could spend less, that will be great. But house, transportation, electricity, cellular, food, isn't those the 5 things you're going to need? Because one thing, because this is where I will go into details and let everybody know. I have an Excel spreadsheet, different colors for different important things. Like what you see in the 45 to 55% are, I have it color in red, meaning those are some things that have to be paid. There's no way around it.
I think maybe he disagreed when you said save 30 cents and put it in the savings account. I don't know, but
okay. Let me tell you about that one. A long time ago, I guess, maybe a few years ago, before inflation and all this other goofy stuff happened, it was okay to have a savings account. Now I'm leaning towards like your money needs to start making money, especially with where the country's going. That's why I add the investment accounts. So you can take away the savings and put everything in the investment account, like a broker's account, a Roth IRA, or the gentleman that super chat $20. That's a nice thing that he did. But your money needs to start making money. Obviously, a savings account is not gonna work because at best interest is like maybe 5%. Where you put in investment accounts, you're gonna actually make more. Or like in my case, since I'm getting back into foreign exchange, I'm really making more with that 30% that I'm putting to the side. So that's what I'm talking about. There's other investment accounts that you can look
I don't get into the forex.
30%.
So
Forex, man, y'all gotta stop hating on Forex. Trust me, it was hard. I will openly admit it was a challenge to understand. But once you start realizing the patterns, bruh, I'm gonna talk to y'all about that later on in 2024. We'll talk about that.
Listen, we're not arguing what you do with your money, but the worst thing you can do is tell somebody who don't understand something to put their money into it. When you say I understand Forex, cool, good job for you. But
no, you got to learn that. Don't jump into that. That's just me. Well, investments accounts, you can go to fucking not TD Ameritrade because they're not existent no more. They sold it to Charles Schwab or whatever the case may be. Stuff like that. If you're not comfortable with investing, that's perfectly fine. Go get a savings account. It's not going to kill you. But once you start to mature in this and use your money, then you can get into the investment accounts. Then you can get to other things that you can actually understand.
Oh Lord,
I get what you're saying.
What are we talking about?
The whole point that I'm telling you, Chris, if a person have debt, let's say credit cards, for example, it is not smart for them to have a savings account. Now they can have an emergency fund, but they should not have a savings account. It doesn't make sense. You're going to get less than 1% on your money.
15%
15, 18% in it. So I know people don't like feeling broke, but I had to go through this point of my life is when I was getting debt free. I had to be broke. I had to. I'm telling you right now, if you got credit cards, if you got debt, I was sitting down with this one lady. She had $72,000 in her savings account, and she had $32,000 in credit cards. That 30, if you look at the
credit card debt, right?
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense for you to have a savings outside of an emergency fund if you have debt. Savings are people without debt.
Yeah.
After you pay off the debt, you mean to tell me? Oh, Jesus. This is...
Guys, we're not being productive attacking each other points. Let's make our own points and move forward so people don't get caught up on it. Shout out to Andre Brown, aka the New World Order, says I have about $154,000 inside a Roth IRA. Wow, that's dope, man. Shout out to you, brother.
Yeah, salute to you, man.
Yeah, that's amazing. I don't know how old you are, but you've been grinding. because very limited on how much you can put in an account per year. We got to invest in that. I believe that's a Schwab account. SCHD, PYDH, VTI, VXU, JP. Yeah, okay. With dividend reinvestment on, and it's working great. So keep it up, brother, and keep grinding, keep working. That's dope, man. That's dope.
Salute to you, man.
Another thing is, I don't think it's smart to have a savings account if you have a home loan. Outside of the emergency, I know that sounds crazy. Yeah. If anything, you want to try to get one of those home loans. I forgot what it's called. Where you can take money out if you need it. Right? HELOC. It's called an HELOC. Okay, but it's not smart for me to have $50,000 in the account and I'm paying 3% interest or whatever it says. You got a good interest rate, 2% interest on all that money. Dump it into your home loan, and if you need it, you can be able to have an HELOC where you can pull it out. Or if it's even smarter with the most smart thing to do is to be able to build up the equity a lot faster. Like, it's crazy. If I was reading this report, and I don't know how true it is, but I think it's true. It says the average American spend $1.5 million in interest before they die.
Absolutely not.
That can't be possible.
1.5 million?
You don't even earn that in your lifetime. No, that's not possible.
He said the average, though, and I actually could probably agree with the average.
The average don't earn $1 million in a lifetime, do they?
Yes, we do. We earn way over $1 million. Okay, let's do the demonstration.
No, we do earn it. We earn it. Okay. I think it's higher. It's more upwards to more like probably 2.5, 3 million. So it is right. We aren't over that. But I had no idea that that's the average in which they pay an interest. But I'm not shocked combining everybody together. But if we had to dive deep into those numbers, that's crazy.
So like, just say if I only made $40,000 for 60 years, I worked every year, I made $2.5 million over my lifetime.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right, so the whole point that I'm saying is, if you really understand how house loans work, because house loan is where the most of your like where you stay is where the most of where your income go, right?
Yes.
And the cost of living. So I don't know. So when you look at it, if I buy a house for $500,000, I'm typically gonna pay like I'm gonna pay like $1 million for it.
I thought you
see. I don't think people understand that. Like, if I made the minimum payments over 30 years, it's gonna be almost double.
Yeah.
Over those 30 years on that. So that's what I tell people, is that people just don't have the awareness that if you need to find a way. And I tell people, read the book, take some time out, and I want you to pick up a book. And the name of the book is The Richest Man of Babylon. It's
my favorite book. I love that.
It changed my life. It changed my life because it says simple things in this book.
Eat a Man. That book changed my life too. It's funny that that's your book and that is my book. But you still have to read Rich Dad Poor Dad. I think you should probably read that one first, honestly, because I think the Rich Dad.
In this book, it says this right here. It says take 10% of your income and put it in a non-risky investment, like something that is like guaranteed. That's like, there's nothing guaranteed out there.
Penny stock.
What is this book talking about? And then I just realized what compound, people don't really understand how compound interest really works, especially if you're not in a high risk account. And I'm a big advocate of not being in high risk accounts when you get started. Now, Aaron, no, I'm doing some stuff that you be like, either he crazy, because I feel like I'm playing with other people's money. Interest that I got is like other people's money. So if I lose it, it's almost like it wasn't my money. I know that's a bad way to think, but that's how I think about money. So, but that first 10%, I was holding on tight to it because it was mine. I worked hard for it.
Once you get that cost out, that cost basis out, you like, you know what? House money, it comes in. So as long as we don't talk about no dang Forex. Let me get to the next super chat.
Oh, he's a hater.
No, I'm not talking about no Forex. Mr.
I'm gonna get y'all to Forex, and y'all gonna thank me later. That's all I gotta say.
So, no doubt. Shout out to Andre Brown. He says, if you earn too much to open a Roth IRA, you can always open a regular taxable brokerage account and do a backdoor Roth. Yes, they have talked about trying to get rid of the backdoor Roth, but it has not happened yet. So until that happens, you are absolutely right, my friend. You can actually open up a couple different accounts. Don't even have to be just a taxable brokerage account. You can manipulate it another way.
So I'm against, because I wanted to address this earlier, but obviously I was dropped down. I want to talk about opening up an account for your niece, your nephew, and different things like that. Y'all know y'all was having that conversation.
Yeah. When he asked you open a custodial account. What was, I don't know if it said without the parents knowing. I think without the
without the parents
that's the part that was like,
open up Roth. I was told no.
See, your nieces, this is what we need to have. Maybe if you ain't got kids, maybe if you like Aaron and you don't got kids and you want to just be a good uncle. But this is what I tell people. They ain't your responsibility. Build all your wealth. In so many words, build all of your wealth in your name. And if you decide that you want to be a good Samaritan, right? If you decide that you want to say at graduation, here's 30,000, 50,000, here's a lump sum of money for your nieces and nephews, give them a one-time gift. Because if their guardian will always be able to have access to those funds.
Yep.
So if your sister, your brother ain't doing the right thing and he find out about it, because that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to say your brother and sister is irresponsible and you're trying to hide it from them. No, what you need to do is keep it in your name because you are the best way to protect it. And then once you feel like they reached a level of maturity and they're an adult, then you say, hey, I want to give you this one-time gift for this, that, and the third. If you need help, I'll walk you step by step on how to invest this money. But if you want to just be a good guy, which I think is crazy, then you teach them how to be able to make their money grow. This is what most people don't know.
Yeah. So I agree with that. So what I'm doing for one of my really good friends, right? He just had a baby, right? And you know how they do those I don't know what the hell those things are. You go online and you buy a stroller or whatever that. I said, I'm not doing none of that. I said, what we're going to do is I'm going to help you set up this custodial account for your child, and I'm going to give you the money so you can put it in there, and that is what I'm going to contribute. I don't want to buy them everything that everybody else can do. I want to shift your mindset, and I want to get you in a way of thinking that everybody else is not. So when you tell your kid, oh, yeah, you know, we started this way early. Because I want to shift the way of thinking. So that's actually what I'm doing. But I can't hide it from it. So like I have to go through the guardian in order to do it. But that's
and one thing you gotta be okay with. See, this is the problem when people want to give money to other people. They want to control the money. No, once you release that money to them, even if they go buy a car, even if they go do whatever, you say, I did my part. This is how I feel about the church. When I pay my tithes, I don't care what the church do with it. I feel like I did my part. I paid my tithes. Now that's between them and the Lord what they decide to do with those tithes.
Same here.
I agree.
So that's the mindset is if you want to just give people, and I think it's a bad idea, by the way. I wouldn't do it. I think it's the worst idea. What I would do is I would build my portfolio. I will focus on trying to become a millionaire, multi-millionaire. And then when they decide that they want to start their business, when they decide they want to go to college, when they decide that you see the need and now your money is not being wasted. Because if you're willing to let them waste your money, why you ain't going to waste your money? It shows bad habits, right? When you say, hey, this person is going to get an engineering degree and I think this is something that's going to push them forward, hey, I pay for your college. When you see this person is, hey, they trying to buy their first property, hey, I help you with the down payment. That's kind of, I think, the mindset we should have is not trying to really give a man a fish, but teach them how to fish.
That's what I was going to say, because the first time when you said at graduation, give them a lump sum, I was thinking, no. Like I did this for my niece. My niece was 16. She's 18 now, I think. And she was doing her little friend's nails anyway, right? She's making a little bit of money. And I was like, hey, you know what? I'm going to pay for you to actually become a licensed nail tech. Paid for her to do that. This girl was 16, making like $200 a day, just doing people's nails in her in the house. But I would much rather pay for something for you than my brother just did it to me. I told my brother I wanted something. He went and bought me a damn soundboard for YouTube. Because my father, because it was like, well, I'd rather invest in something that might make you some money. Like they don't. Yeah.
Well, I believe in gifts. So I do believe in gifts. I will be one thing I would be is being disingenuous. So let me tell you, the first granddaughter of my parents, my niece, graduates next summer. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna write a check. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm gonna write a check. She's gonna blow the money.
How much though?
What culture are you learning that from, brother?
We ain't gonna talk about that. I'm gonna write a check. Listen, I'm gonna write the check. She gonna waste the money. Listen,
No, that's fair. If you have it and you know what I mean, like under certain circumstances, I get
if
that.
you don't have it, you shouldn't write the check. You should be building your own. Hey, right now, I'm not in a financial place to be able to be investing in you. I need to invest in myself. I think we need to talk about being selfish.
E, I know what that problem is, and I know what you're talking about. We're gonna get to that. Tam, shout out to Tam. I love me some Tam. If we can get Tam on these conversations, it's gonna go crazy. What you are missing, either man, is a neck. Oh, I'm sorry, I did not read that. Let me go back.
You a dickhead.
I can't read. I know I dropped out of middle school.
That was a great punchline. That was the greatest one you ever had.
You know I dropped out of middle school. Okay, Tam says, what you missing, either man, is that some people don't have discipline. This is why they want to get money away from them. So remember I said everything starts with discipline. No matter what, none of these conversations we doing, it don't change none of your life if you don't have the discipline.
And I think, and that's what I said earlier. If a man learned how to discipline his dick, this is only when people don't realize why married men create wealth is because they found the way they had to have some level of discipline to stay married. Every married man have to have some level of discipline. Now, when you out here in the streets, you can do whatever you want. You can jump and do all these different things.
We're not about to do this single versus married people right now.
Do that.
Because I know the numbers on it, and some are single people out here doing their thing. I ain't gonna say no names. Okay,
I'm just saying, if I took the best single and the best married, who do you think will be running miles around?
Is Elon Musk married?
Yes, he was. Listen, once you get married, you're a part of the game. Now I get it.
He didn't last, but he
I get it. Listen, I get that y'all want to say people who decide to get divorced. I get it. I know y'all want to do that, but the majority of him be creating his greatness is when he had a wife.
Jeff Bezos too.
Ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
The most money he ever spent was when he didn't have a wife. It was to her, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, look, I got a whole list of how people made their money, the richest women. It is from divorce. So we or daddy, divorce or daddy. But beyond that point, I think Tam is right. I think she agreed that discipline part is so hard. If y'all can't, I'm gonna tell y'all this. I've never ever ordered Uber Eats, DoorDash in my life. Never. I've never ordered any service coming to deliver me anything. Maybe a pizza.
You're not missing anything.
But I don't even care for that. I'm telling you now, I don't participate in that stuff at all.
I know it sounds crazy, but up until 2023, I never ordered anything off Amazon.
I believe it.
Everybody thought I was crazy. Like people thought I was crazy. It's like, no, I literally used to have to go into the store and I had to see my budget and I said, hey, this is what I can afford. I didn't get caught up. I think we get caught up in like strolling. The worst thing you do is stroll on ways you can spend money. I think it's like the worst thing for somebody on the budget. Like I know people who literally 30 to 40% of their income go just to Amazon. It's crazy.
Yeah, but the thing is, young people are the biggest culprit of this because they don't have any like large responsibilities. They got a decent job, and so they like order this, order that. Do you know what I mean? That they want to live that enjoyment lifestyle, go out, and so they actually contribute the most to this stuff. And then, of course, the women that don't know how to cook. I order you some DoorDash. I order you some Uber. And then you got couples that enjoy this foodie lifestyle. I'm not a foodie. And part of being a foodie is going to cost you a lot of money because you're not one of these people that's going on TV or recording your foodie events and generating income from making content from it. You just participating and paying for this stuff. It's not the same. And so that's to be a foodie is an expensive life. I know y'all understand. Listen, if y'all was to ever meet one of my coworkers, right, and maybe one day you will, what they will tell you is this man ate the same food for 4 years in a row, almost the same exact thing, 2 different dishes every single day.
I could do that. I think that is an unrealistic ask to women.
I'm not asking nobody to do it. What I'm saying is that's what I did, and that's what people know me for. You know what I'm saying? They like, dang, like. Every day it's like same thing. Yep, see it. Oh, that's crazy. They can predict it's one of 2 things for years.
You sound like Warren Buffett. He eating that McDonald's. What he doing? McDonald's number 2 every day.
The difference is I'm happy. As long as this ain't baloney with the red string around it, we good. We don't have no problems. I'm good with that. I'm disciplined to the point where I'm not complaining, man, I'm eating this same food again. My mind don't work like that. So I could do the same day like Groundhog Day, day in and day out. That's why I'm always at work and I'm not missing no work because it's Groundhog Day. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's the advantage of being single. I don't think eating the same thing every day is realistic in a marriage.
Good night, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and drop. I see Zoe in the back.
Okay.
I'll let y'all later.
Either man, when you arguing your point, don't bring up Elon Musk because he's a massive baby daddy. He got like 11 kids. So
that is true.
When you talk about baby daddy, don't bring up Elon.
I don't know his life story. He ain't got to bring him up. He's an outlier, so it's actually not going to matter much.
Yeah. So the thing is, if I was to we ain't gonna talk about it because we got all Thursday. We got Thursday to talk about the baby daddies. So I hope the baby daddies show up. That's what I did. Yeah. But the one thing that I want people to understand is I get all the percentages and all these numbers, and people say a lot of people just need to pull their pants down and actually see where they're at financially. Like they need to expose themselves to a mirror and actually look at it. People terrified.
People terrified. If I ask everybody in this chat what's their net worth right now, they one don't even know how to calculate it. That's one, and they not sure. They don't even have a starting point to actually know because they're afraid to look. Like when they find out I'm negative 40 grand, how many people want to look if they never been negative? They don't want to look, bro. They don't want to look.
Yeah. This is who I want to have this conversation with.
I hope y'all know I'm the only one that can get tan. I'm the only one.
I'm not trying to get tan.
What's going on, Eda man? How you doing?
The richest woman on YouTube. That's what tan means.
I'm a broke college student.
Speaking on all my broke people, she part of the broke crew with me.
That's right. Broke college student for life.
Well, let me ask you this question, Tam, because you talked a little bit in your super chat about discipline, right?
Yeah.
I think we always say you need discipline, you need discipline. How do a person develop discipline when it comes down to their finances?
So there's several ways to do that, right? I give you what, and I probably have said this before on here, a thing that my mom did, right? When she paid off her car, she still left another account open, and she continued to put the actual car payment and the insurance payment into that account. And she removed it from having a debit card where she would have to go into the bank to use to get any money. So the only way she would be able to get it is that. So that's why I say there's some discipline there. Like if I need it, I gotta go to the bank and get it. And don't put it in a bank in your neighborhood either.
That's not discipline.
But no, listen. That's
called barriers. That's not.
But you know what? But you know what that barrier does?
Is discipline.
That barrier is discipline.
No, that's not discipline.
Absolutely.
That's not discipline.
No. Listen. Over time, you don't even think about it, right? So that's one way. Another way that I know I do is for me. I take the bumps and the bruises. I put away, I say last year I was able to put away $205,000, right? And I put it into different accounts. I don't care what that mark is for me, I don't care how much money I make, I'm gonna put away at least, on average for me, I'm putting away at least $15,000 a month. So that means whatever I do, I'm gonna make sure that I have to make whatever it is to pay my bills, and I put that money away. But again, I didn't get there overnight. I got there over understanding what my goal was, and then understanding what I needed to do to get that goal, and then understanding how to do it in order to get that goal.
So I do agree with
Thank
some.
you.
I do kind of agree with some things Tam
I
said.
didn't answer discipline though.
It did
Well,
not, but hold on, we're gonna get to this one second.
the discipline is this. The discipline is, if I know that I want to put away 30% of my salary, and I know I want to go into these things, I have to create my foundation first. So I created my foundation first, and then from there it's like, okay, if I want to live off of this amount of money, that's what I have to do. It's just it is for me. It's no in between. It's all or nothing. Boom, done. Everybody can't do that. Everybody don't have the luxury of doing that. But that's what I did for myself.
So either man, you answered. Sorry, because I'm gonna drop, but I want to say this. You kind of answered your own question. I think what you said earlier was great. Starting at 1%, 2%, 3%. For someone who doesn't know how to do anything, baby steps are the best way. So I kind of think you gave the best advice when it came to developing discipline. But I'm gonna drop Aaron later, y'all.
Thank you, Venus, for coming up. I think the best thing you need to do is know yourself. So I could go from 0 to 40% savings rate, right? But it's based upon listening to somebody say, I quit smoking cold turkey. I just didn't want to do it no more. Like if you are, you know what I'm saying? If you're that person that can just, I'm not doing it, or this is that, then you operate in which knowing your abilities are, right? Knowing where you at. But if you somebody that has absolutely no discipline, bad habits, and you know you can't do it, you're absolutely right. You start very small and you build up, because you don't have the ability to just shut it off. I've always had that ability where I just shut it off, because it's like, we cool. If we ain't cool, I never speak to you again. You a ghost. I just like that. It only take 1 minute, and I flip the switch.
Hold on, Aaron. Over or under 30%. When it comes to people lacking financial discipline, what do you believe? More than 30% or under?
Over.
Oh, you go
way
like,
over.
Yeah.
But hold on,
is he asking me how many people lack the percent? It's like
91%. Yeah.
Listen, but hold on. But Tam was saying something that I believe that most people need. They need barriers. Because I remember when I first got into it, I had a mentor that says, take your credit cards, put it in a bucket of water, and you freeze them. You know what I'm saying? And like those was things that I was realistically doing. I was freezing credit cards because I didn't understand how not to use that credit card. So I don't think that people, the reason I'm saying the 1%, 3% method is because I don't think people can just turn it off, especially if you've been making money for a long time. Because when you've been, like, in my mind, I was like, I'm gonna make money for the rest of my life. As long as I'm making money for the rest of my life, I can spend money for the rest of my life. That was my
crazy, right? I've never thought like that. Like,
in my
I've
life,
always studied thinking. I said, hey, look, you might be making crazy money right now, but 3 years from now, what you doing this window may not be there. You know what I'm saying? So I always thought to maximize opportunity. So
I have never thought that. Listen, let me tell you. See, and I think it might be because I started making money at a very young age, right? And I realized if I could not make money, that means that I did not need it. So say, for example, somebody be like, well, what if you was on your deathbed? I don't need no money on my deathbed. I need some other things. I need oxygen. I need some other stuff. But as long as my brain was functioning, I'd never seen it that I could not make money. Now, sometimes I make some ridiculous amount of money, but I always had a base that I can make X amount of dollars regardless. And I might be just delusional. That's what it really might come down to, is that I might have this level of delusion my whole life. But it's just like, especially in sales, I felt that it's never a day that a salesperson can't walk out their house and find a way. I don't care if you're selling bottled waters. You can go make you can make $100 a day selling bottled waters. Like this, that was just my mindset that I always can go make more eggs. I don't know if y'all heard when Kobe Bryant was like going to make more eggs. Like I could put all my eggs in one basket because these ain't all the eggs I'm gonna have. I'll be able to go get some more
but
eggs.
I think that's a foolish way of thinking as far as making more eggs, because at some point in The Richest Man in Babylon, they talk about you are an old man now. I cannot give my service, like you're done. You don't have those abilities now. So what you do in the first and second quarter is gonna make up for the third and fourth. Your decision making gets you to the end. Now I understand your mindset is you can always baby, and I agree with that. You can always, like I tell everybody, making money is easy. Making a lot of money is very difficult until you make a lot of money. Then it becomes easy. Like that's how the shift goes. So in that sense, my mind's like, man, if you go from making 25K to, let's just throw a number, 150K in 1 year, right? If you did it in a sense of not just through a job, right? You're generating through sales or some other, it's hard for most people to be like, yeah, I'm gonna keep doing this. Like my mind, like run it up as long as you can, because that's not normal.
Well, see, I think I understood the numbers, right? See, I understood that. See, so this is how I thought. And I'm not saying how I thought was right. Let me say that, right? I'm not advocating for it. But I was like, even at 96 years old, I could have 5 of me working for me and I could override them 20%. Like that was my mindset. Like I still, like, because it's different when you're the only person that makes your income. But when you start finding ways to employ people, because employees come and go, but if I have a system where people are going to work for me, I'm going to override their income. I never see myself not making money. It's possible that all 30 of my employees could just quit. Like that's a realistic possibility. But what's the likelihood of that happening?
Yeah, but your business could just get destroyed.
Your business could fail. It could
no, not your business, because yourself. Listen to what I'm saying. If you're in an industry, right, and you operate a business, most businesses can be destroyed.
Most crazy business.
No.
Most businesses.
Most people can go out of business.
Like most of the business you see right now, those name brand business that has establishment, there's hundreds or probably thousands of business has failed because of.
Either man said he ain't taking no L's, but
no, that's fine. That's fine. He's supposed to think like that, and I appreciate it. But realistically, businesses fail. Majority of them.
So let's listen. First of all, I don't think if your business don't have any major overhead, especially overhead that you don't profit off of, it's really hard for your business to fail. All right. The reason we see a lot of companies fail, like the JCPenney's of the world, they had a lot of debt. They had a lot of cost. It cost them a lot of money to make money, and their margins was really small.
Correct.
But when you look at like companies in 2023, we talking people who having 2,000% margins.
Yes,
they sell something. They making like 2,000%.
I get that part, right? We talk about YouTube. We talk about people making money on YouTube. You think this is sustainable for most people? Some people made I've seen channels, right? I watch channels. I'm like, dang, they was getting 700,000 views 3 years ago. Now they getting 5,000 views.
Well, YouTube. I don't want to say that because YouTubers get mad when I say it. I don't think YouTube is a real business. Like you. I think that you can take a.
What are you talking about?
Listen. Just hear me out. I think you can take a really business-minded person and to be able to put them in this system to be able to make money, but you don't own YouTube. Any day, YouTube can come and take it all away from you. And I don't look at that as business owners.
You're still wrong, though. But
you mean as content creators, YouTube?
No, listen. I understand what he's saying, right? But the argument is this, right? The Airbnb business, right?
Let's talk
about it. Like you don't have to own the home to generate money being in the Airbnb business, right? You could be the middleman. Either man might own the YouTube company, right? But I come in and say, like, let me get a little bit of control of this. So I understand what you ultimately mean. I don't want to fight you. I don't really care that much about it. But I'm saying there's a business model there, and you're in business because the stuff that people do on YouTube, you can definitely write this off.
Yeah. So
I
I'm
mean,
not saying that you're not in business.
You
See,
still
it's a
own your
different.
content, though. You still own your content.
Right.
You still own your so you can leverage your content onto another platform if you had to. So I get what you're saying. You don't own the platform in which you're creating content on or deploying content on. However, you own the content.
And Tam is right, and I can give you an example, right? The NFL. They literally the content that they're not the ones that's basically filming and shooting. They own the content, but where do we watch it at? ABC, Disney,
Fox,
Fox.
CBS,
Like,
yeah.
it's distributed through somewhere else. You can't tell me Fox are not businesses, but I accept the process that you're saying because this is still relatively new. This is a new lifestyle industry. Go ahead.
But Aaron, the difference between ABC and content creator is ABC have an in detail contract that benefits both people. When we sign those YouTube terms, it's heavily favored to YouTube for controlling purposes.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, but just because you don't like the business model doesn't take away that it's a business.
That's what I didn't want to do. Like, I don't want people to think just because they got YouTube channels and Edith Man Williams trying to say that they're not business.
Oh no, trust me.
That's not the intent.
No, I'm the person you should talk to because I'm not gonna be hurt. My feelings ain't gonna be hurt. I'm not no big YouTuber.
I'm just the intent that I'm talking about is yes, they got to pay taxes. So they are actually, if you really understand the YouTube game, they're considered independent contractors. YouTube send them a 1099, right? At the end of the year, don't y'all get 1099?
I didn't answer no questions. Keep going.
All right, cool. All right. They are truthfully an independent contractor, not a business. They're contracted with YouTube to actually do business. That's what they are. But I know a lot of people don't like that. Go ahead, Tammy.
One sec, Tab. Let me just jump in real quickly. You ever heard of Amazon drop shipping?
Yep.
Okay. Do you consider those people business owners?
Not really.
Okay. Go ahead, Tam. Tam, it's on you. I'm a quick shooter. I go bing.
Well, while she getting together, go ahead, Red Pill.
I was gonna say you could turn into a business. Like a prime example is Mr. Beast. I know he's a huge example.
Y'all hear me?
Yes, go ahead, Tam. We're not listening to Red Pill talk about Mr. Beast. No,
but it's not just him. It's
Tam talks before you. Okay, I knew her first. Go ahead.
All right. So even if you say they're an independent contractor, it's still a business. It is still, I got an LLC. I still have to file my taxes. You can say it's not a business. I think you should define what that is, but it's still a business. I still have to pay taxes on that money.
Well, people who sell in bundles think they're in business too. Like I just
what
is wrong?
Are they? Well, hold on. Define what you define as a business, because according to the United States, that 1099, that LLC, S corp, C corp is a business. It is still have to file taxes. Are you saying they're self-employed?
I think that's what.
Like it's just like one of those points that we really try to argue it, right? So let me ask you a question. Maybe it's levels to business. This might be a better way to say it, right?
Okay.
It's levels.
There's always levels.
All right. You got independent contractors, right?
Mm-hmm.
These are the Ubers. So Uber's a business too, right?
Whoa, where does disrespect come? Wait. Are you talking about Uber drivers or business? Or are you talking about Uber, the company, is not a business?
Uber drivers are businesses because they're 1099. Door Dashers, the people who actually get $3 a delivery. I don't know if you noticed, they get $3 to drive 10 miles.
Chill.
That's a business, though.
Make your point, you hater.
The point that I'm saying is that I think for a bank, let me say this, for the bank to consider you a real business, right?
Here we go.
You just got to have more substance. How about that?
No, you talking about a bank giving you money in order for them to fund your business. They need some more concrete. Nah, man, forget that.
Yeah, most banks won't fund stuff that comes from a 1099. Like, let me say it this way: if I went into Mercedes or Jaguar, it is harder for me to get my car in a 1099 perspective in the business name unless I guarantee the loan than it is for me to walk in with my offer letter from a W-2 perspective.
Yeah, I'm with that. That's a good point. I think that's what either man think the banks determine if you're a real business or not. He been doing people dirty like that.
I hope that's not what he was.
That's ultimately what he's leaning to, y'all. Y'all don't know how much of an elitist he is.
Oh my!
That's why he has that mentalities in the nimbus.
No, the only thing I'm trying to understand is like, so let me say, so the woman that's selling bundles out of her trunk, y'all consider her a business?
No, she don't have an LLC probably.
She got an LLC.
Yes, I mean, no, I don't know to the extent, but yes, if she's selling bundles from her trunk, she is a business. Now, is she properly constructed? I don't know, but she is a business. Yes, you hate her.
I call that a hustle. But if she got an LLC and she official, then I would call it a business. I believe to be a business, you have to get certain documentation. You got to sign certain shit. You got to do certain shit. You got to be legit. Selling shit makes you a salesman.
I say she's self-employed in her business name.
It's like saying a drug dealer has a business. A drug dealer
that's a good question. What's the difference between being self-employed and running a business? Because it got to be a difference.
Okay, for me, it's someone who is running a business. They have actually structured out the fact that someone is not 1099. They're on their payroll as W-2. They actually have insurance. They have set those things up in motion.
So you talking about C corporation, S corporation,
right?
So based off Tammy logic, most YouTubers are not a business. Based off her logic, they're self-employed.
But they may be self-employed from the perspective of what you see. But if they have someone on that is W-2 on the other end that actually hold on, Aaron. They may schedule phone calls for that person. They may go over here and get the other people that may or may not be 1099. It depends. It could be a mix. I just know sometimes when in the YouTube space, it could be a number of things that people do, and it's not all just 1099.
Well, let me ask you this, Ethan Man Williams. If I'm an electrician and I'm the only person in my company and I come to your house to fix something, am I a business owner?
No, you're self-employed. You're self-employed.
Okay.
Not if you have a business. Not if you had electronics.
I believe that we should have like a certain level of employees for you to be considered a business.
You can be
when we start talking about when we start talking about a small business, maybe we're gonna say like, I even make it easy. Let's say 3 people. You gotta at least be paying 3 people a paycheck for you to be considered a business.
I disagree. Because I'd argue with you that YouTubers literally have editors, clippers, like multiple positions in which
1099. They be 1099 people.
Like, regardless of what you're saying, though, but
still employees.
No, they're not. This red pill. You cannot use 1099 and employees in the same sentence. It's incorrect in the accounting world. You just can't.
I agree with you. They're 1099 employees. They're contractors.
Yeah, it's still a kind of employee.
They're not.
No, they're contract. Now, when he puts them on his payroll,
okay,
that's when they become W-2 employees, because he's paying for their insurance. He's paying for whatever liabilities that he has to pay for to employ that person. The other way, they don't pay for insurance. I mean, he doesn't pay for insurance. They pay for their own.
Let me try this. Let me try this to make sure I understand Edelman. Let's just say there's a franchise. There's a McDonald's franchise, right? Edelman says, Aaron, man, I really want to open this franchise. You ain't got to do nothing. I'll be there every day. I do all the work. I just need this money, right? And it's a percentage. And let's just say we go into it and I give you 80% ownership and I got 20% ownership. I am never there, ever, right? Do you consider me an owner of the business? Like,
yes.
Okay, so if that's your argument, all you saying a person has to do is buy one share of Google, one share to be part of the business ownership, and then you would start having this conversation.
Absolutely. Listen, I would accept you saying that I own 0.00001% of Google stock as a business owner than you selling bundles out your truck.
You want to know something crazy?
What?
That would be saying almost everyone that has a 401k they're typically invested in a index fund or a mutual fund of something degree that owns Google. That's why it's great.
I take it. Listen, the reason I take it is because it's not worth arguing about, right? But for us to move the conversation, that person is considered more of a business owner to me than the person who's selling bundles with their because you know what you can do. Let me tell y'all, because y'all keep paying people to go get y'all an EIN. You go to IRS.com, you apply for EIN, you fill out some documents, you pay nothing, they produce you an EIN. I can get y'all an EIN in 20 minutes if that's if we going off Aaron them logic. I can get you an LLC EIN in 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Okay. We all business owners.
So what's your point? That we just not good business owners? We don't make enough money? So you wait.
Stop being elitist, Eda Man.
No, it's fine. Let him be this way. Let me just ask you, Eda Man. Do you think being a business owner is better than being a worker?
Of course he do.
Absolutely.
Okay, all right. You know what? This show is done. This is ridiculous.
Hold on, Eric.
I'll push back on that.
Hold on. Let's have this conversation. You believe, because you know what, Aaron? I've been losing weight. And since I've been losing weight, I've been thinking a little bit more clearer. I promise you. And I've been coming for people since I lost 2 pounds. 2 pounds changed my life. All right. And so what I want to say is, if I had a choice to own the business versus working for the business, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to choose the business owner, even if I don't make as much money as my employees.
You watch your goddamn mind. That's just ego. You telling me if I work for Eda Man Williams and I'm making $300 grand and you taking home $20,000 a year, you feel like you better than me?
Yep.
Eda Man want to be in charge because he
want the power. Listen, Aaron, I want the power to fire your $300,000 ass. How about that? Yeah. I want the ability to say, you know what, Aaron, you gotta go. Matter of fact, you gotta go now.
But Eda Man, here's what you miss. Even though you wield the power to fire him, you don't wield the power over his skill set to go get another job. Another job or
guess what I do to do though, Tam? I want to have the power to quit whenever the hell I want to quit. Eda Man, I quit. Now what?
I got you under contract. And if you go work for anybody else, I'm suing you.
Oh, if you no.
Hold on, Aaron. Hold on, Aaron. He can have that. Here's the thing. This is. I love these conversations. You can have that under those skill sets, but I got other skill sets where I can go make the same amount of money in a whole different type of environment, in a whole different genre than you can, that you have no power over.
Tam, you giving the majority of the population too much. They ain't that smart. They know they are one trick pony. They learn how to do one thing. And that's the only thing they choose.
The majority of business owners is dumb.
I feel sorry for Eda Man employees.
That's the point. Call me dumb. And I got a whole bunch of smart people working for me.
Absolutely not.
I feel sorry for your employees.
Wait. No. Absolutely not. The majority of businesses. The majority of businesses in America are what? Small business?
Yes.
So all this nonsensical stuff that you're speaking to, like, this is insane. Small businesses, it's regular W-2 workers making more money than most of these small businesses.
I agree.
I think y'all out of y'all mind.
I agree.
What?
Eda Man, I can show. I know small. I think the average small business makes about $42,000 to $60,000 a year.
So they ain't paying nobody more than that.
But I'm on the tech side. On the tech side, most of us are making anywhere from, depending on the what you're in, they're making 150 to 350.
But that's the point. That on the tech side, they ain't making 42,000. Like, listen,
they make it. No, they're not. They're making 150.
No, what I'm telling you is the owner of the tech side is not making no 42,000.
He's talking about the tech business.
The business owner.
Yeah,
they're making more than that.
It's not a lot of small business tech companies that you talking to, Eda Man.
Eda Man, you running a sweatshop. Let us know right now.
And let's ask this question: What do we consider small business? Are we talking 15 people and below? Are we talking 20
He's talking
people
to the point where you don't have to offer health care. That's what I think Eda Man trying to argue about right now.
I believe you are a small business if you have an LLC. Point blank period.
That's what we said.
That's your argument?
Hold on, let me tell you. Wow. When we start talking about large business, this is when we talk about S corporations. This is when we talk about C corporations. But most large businesses are not LLC. Like, can you imagine Apple trying to run their business as an LLC? Listen to what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Well, wait. You don't think they own any LLCs?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. That's
so then they run their business with LLCs. What are you talking about?
But no, I'm just saying small. When you ask me what is a small business is typically an LLC, right? When you start going into payroll and S corporation and a C corporation, that's the difference in what I'm saying.
Okay, let's pull this up. It says
Avatar, reveal yourself. I need to hear your audio, Avatar.
Yo.
Okay, we good.
Okay, it says the average small business makes $53,000 in revenue. 81% of these businesses are run by an owner with no employees who make less on average. For example, the average revenue for a business with no employees is $44,000 compared to $387,000 for businesses with 1 to 4 employees, and that's of April 19th of 2023.
You just proved my point because I disqualified people without no employees.
No,
that's not what you said.
15 employees, sir. We listen
well. When did I say 15?
Listen to what you said. You believe how many employees you said you believe that you need to have to be considered an actual business? You need to employ how many?
3.
3 people.
I said like 5 times.
Yes.
3 people.
Yes. That was your argument. So wait, not for being a small business, right?
Just to be a small business, you got to have 3 employees.
But that's what you said for the small business, right? But the problem is you went and then compared it to the biggest businesses like Apple. Go back to those small businesses.
I got Eric because Eric thought I said that 15, and I didn't say that.
No.
Somebody else said that.
No. You did say 15.
No, that was Tammy.
No,
I didn't say that. I said 15.
Listen to what I'm saying.
No.
You did say 15, just not to that point.
Okay, cool. That's neither here or there. So the people that Tammy just talked about, the people that's making $50,000 with no employees, I don't consider them business owners. I done said that like 5 times. So what she just read, it doesn't even count to the point that I'm making, Tammy.
No, I said to you, you said you consider somebody a business or a small business if they have an LLC. You just said that like 5 minutes ago.
That's a fact.
You just said that.
I know, but we got to stack my points. My first point was that you had to have 3 employees. The second point is anybody with an LLC too. So you got to have both of these qualifications, not one. I have stated both of them.
I think if you got 3 people working for you, you have an LLC. Like I don't separate the two. That's just one point to me.
I'm looking at the census.gov. It says
I agree, man.
Eda Man got some support up here.
Yeah, that's how it came up.
So I just feel like if you selling t-shirts out your trunk, you ain't no business owner. Now, don't get me wrong. Maybe if you employ 10 people around the city to sell t-shirts out their car and you override them, maybe we can have a conversation. If you out there selling t-shirts out of their car, let me ask you this question. What is the problem with people overriding other people? That's like a big thing. People
What's
like
the problem with people? What now?
overriding other people.
What does that mean?
All right. So say for example, if Aaron works for me, Aaron go sell something for $150. Aaron keep $100. Since I provided him with whatever, I'm gonna override him and I'm gonna make $30 off of what he did. $20 might be the cost of the product, right? So why do people have a problem making money off other people or overriding other people?
I was thinking the override as in like you taking the biggest share,
Yeah.
portion.
I think nobody has a problem with that either, man. If I make $100 and you make 30 of it, nobody has a problem. I think the argument comes when you get the lion's share of the money.
I like that. So how about this? You made 100,000. I keep 75. You keep 25. What's wrong with that? Especially if you're an employee.
So I don't have a problem with it because I'm pro business owner and I'm pro entrepreneurship. But I can understand. I could understand the employee not liking, especially if you, like you just said, I own the business, but me and Eda Man went there. I put the money in. I'm never there, and you doing all the work. Yeah, I mean, I can see why people would have a problem with that.
I think it's because you know who make money.
No, that comes down to negotiation right there, right? If you know you're never gonna be there, and I'm gonna handle it, I'm gonna need some equity in this company. I don't want just a salary. I want some equity.
But business owners ain't giving out no equity. Listen,
it depends on the business.
I got you. If you one of them high tech,
it may be a printing shop. And they know they're not going to be there. So they may be like, you know what? I know this person is going to do X, Y. They're going to do the heavy lifting. I'm going to be more subjugated to give them what they want. So I don't have to be there.
No, listen, but that's not true, Sam. Let me give you an example, right? The iPhone right now costs $1,000. The sales rep get 5% off that sale. $50. They get a $50 commission. It is really normal that the business take majority of the profit and give a small group of profits to the employees. That's why it don't make sense to be an employee, in my opinion.
I agree to an extent. Some people are not good, not good owners. So everybody can't be that owner and actually keep the business afloat. Let's say it that way.
So exactly. So you ain't good at this. I'm good at this. You need to take your 5%. You need to stay in your place and live off your little 5% that we made off this sale. And you need to let me go get my yacht and live it, because obviously I'm smarter than you because I could do something you can't.
Is it that you're smarter or you have more discipline than me?
I don't know. Aaron said all the business owners are stupid. We stupid, and we found a way to make money off all the smart people.
Whoa.
And I'm pushing back for 15% and let you talk me off the cliff.
I get it. I negotiate. Shoot, let's give you 12. Let's make you happy.
That's
but
fine.
At the end of the day, this dumb business owner, according to Aaron, right? Because most of us dumb, right? This dumb business owner, because when people say they're dumb, I think of people like Henry Ford, the person who had a 5th grade education, who said, you know what I could do? I don't need to know how to build the engine. I just need to be able to find somebody who made all A's in school to build the engine that I want.
A contractor.
He was the person that built the Mark, I think it's the Mark, whatever it is. The person who built the first engine, he actually was an employee. He got paid a minimum, like it was like a minimum based on what type of money Ford done made off this engine, right? He got paid what we would call maybe $80,000, which is a lot of money by then. But if you look at the billions of dollars that they have, the dumb business owner wins.
Yeah,
so
but
do you want to be dumb or do you want to be smart? How about that? Let's ask that question.
So we gotta include they own the IP.
Shoot.
Exactly.
They own the IP.
And they still dumb. And I'm going to tell you why. Because 9 out of 10 of them fail. And then the ones that fail the first time, they don't even try again the second time. We ain't getting into this argument. Most of them dumb, like I said.
It's okay, but what we learned is it's easy for you to call me the dumbest person in the room when I'm the richest one. You know,
no, that was not the argument.
Listen,
now you make two different arguments.
I know that sounds crazy.
Wait. No. You're not about to escape with that narrative. What about the one that failed 2-3 business and they broke?
We'll talk about that in a second.
All right, you will act like they all get money. They not.
This is the question you got to ask yourself. You got two people, and I'm really enjoying this conversation, by the way. You got two people in the room, right? You got the dumb person that's the richest, and you got the smart person that's the poorest. Which one you want to be, Aaron?
I'm the dumbest, nigga.
More of this story, never do business with Either Man. That's the more of this story.
No, Either Man is
the boy will fleece you like Fleece Johnson. It's terrible.
No, that's not true. You know, wait, no, Either Man does good business.
I'm just messing with Either Man.
You said don't work for Either Man. It's different than being.
That's right. That's right.
That's not the same.
You're right. You can do business with him. Don't be his employee.
I can tell you this: anybody who ever did business with me, it tells them that I gave them a fair deal. Guarantee you. Matter of fact, it's times that I have sat down with people that I'm doing business with, and I say, you can have it all. The money part, you have it because I believe the relationship we're going to build in the future is going to be way more than the money. We'll make money. Like, I believe that we're going to make money. If I really want to make money with you, somewhere in the future, we'll find a way to make money. I don't got to get it all right now. I promise you, I don't have to get it all right now. That's a broke mindset that I got to get as much as I can out of this person right now while we're doing business. No, I'd rather build a relationship, and when we actually go make money, we make money together.
One of these days, I'm gonna do a Black Shark Tank panel. We need to get Either Man on Black Shark Tank. We call it Killer Whale Tank or something. You know, I don't know.
Either Man's still wrong because employees make more than business owners, and they doing a lot better in most cases.
What? I don't know an employee that's doing better than the business owner. I don't know any.
That's because you don't want to accept it.
Can y'all give me some examples of that scenario?
Nobody.
Microsoft CEO.
We got tons of examples, tons of them.
Steve Ballmer.
Let me give y'all an example, right? Y'all think of the businesses that survived, right? Well, look at it. Think about all these businesses that went out of business that was considered, because Either Man said, and I don't know if he keeps the same consistency, right? But once you married, you part of the married game. So once you in the business, you part of the business game. So if you get in the business game, you fail, they count. They are calculated in your failure group, okay? So therefore, in a simplistic way of looking at it, sir, most of these people actually might even get a business loan. They in debt and blow the business. They'll never turn a profit for 5 years, and then they might not even become profitable and file bankruptcy. A lot of these guys are taking big L's, homie. A lot of big L's, okay? At best, you could argue the employees are the ones that keep the businesses around.
Well, see, I get it, but the point that I was making is, if we just go with my logic, we don't like your logic. If you're not a business owner, unless you have 3 or more employees, all the failures didn't have no employees. All of them. Most. Now, I would go on record that 70% of these business owners that we talk about, 70% of those ones that fail were self-employed. They weren't no business owner. They was out there just trying to do something, and they got to be counted in the numbers because they had an LLC.
Shoot, Bird just fell yesterday. 2 days ago? They had more than 3.
What company? Well, they go in the other 20%. I'm not saying that 20% of them don't fail. I'm just telling you that I'd rather. Listen, let me tell you this right here. If I had to fail, right? I don't believe I can fail, but if I had to fail, Lord, I'd rather fail as a business owner than an employee. I'd rather be the person who took this, that sunk the ship, than be a passenger on a ship that sinks.
I respect that.
I'm okay with saying, you know what, it was my fault. I messed up. And you know what? This is kind of why these baby daddies don't want to get married, because they don't want to take ownership if things go wrong. But we ain't going to talk about that. We're going to wait till Thursday to talk about that. But
what the baby daddy do to you, man?
But either man, I get what you're saying. Like you don't want to be on a sinking ship. I get it. Or you rather go down like the Titanic with the strings with the band playing. I get it, right? But some people don't have the mindset to recover after it goes down. That's one issue. The other issue, some people don't have the skill set.
But Tammy, it's because they're baby daddies. Because baby daddies get traumatized.
It's because they don't have the ability to manage personalities. That's the biggest thing that tends to set people. Managing employees is managing personalities, right? And that's not an easy thing to do. And that's why a lot of times they want people with prior experience. Like if we wanted you for this management position, you ain't just come out of college and go to manager for a reason, because it's actually not that easy to manage personalities in people. It's not a very easy thing to do, especially the more people you have to manage.
You know that book that you said that was full of crap? You know, that one that talked about love languages? It was like, love languages don't work. This is what I tell business owners. You should read the 5 love languages. Because the 5 love languages actually teaches you people, things, and things that motivate them to be able to do the things that you want. That's what the 5 love languages is about. But just because they made it a relationship book, it can't be real to Aaron, according to Aaron.
Yeah, as long as you're talking about ain't got nothing to do with no damn relationship, and you're using the information and placing it somewhere else where it fits, I can accept that, sir.
He brainwashing his employees.
Yes.
He didn't even deny it. See?
Listen, red pill. Every effective business owners are really good at brainwashing their employees. Go to Apple. Look at all those brainwashed people there. Like they're so bought into the vision. They're so bought into it. Like if you
are complaining about working at Meta, Microsoft, Apple all the time. What are you talking about?
The people who didn't drink the Kool-Aid. They should have drunk the Kool-Aid. We talk about the 80% of the people who drink the Kool-Aid. Now you're gonna have 20% of them that's rebels that says, I can go somewhere else, I can get another job because I think I'm talented. And we see the same thing with relationships.
I'm a Swiss Army knife.
So Tammy, you feel like you can go to any company?
I feel like I feel like I have put in work for my skills, and I understand the market of where it's going, where I can go be of value to any company, but also a value for a long-term time, not just come in and then leave. If I choose to go and stay for 5 years, I can do that. If I choose to go in and stay for 6 months, I can do that.
I don't think, and I'm the opposite. I don't think that I can bring value to any company unless the owner listens to me.
Yeah, but see, that's a difference. I think I could bring value to any company because I'm on the infrastructure side. So for me, the data centers, satellites, any of that thing, I'm gonna bring value to because I understand that market. I understand who your customer is, and I understand what you're going after. So I understand the market. You're trying to talk to the actual owner, and the owner is not the one who's necessarily paying the bills. It's the customer. So I can go talk to any customer. I know who I am.
Yeah, I know who I am.
And I'm a KYC.
And the only point that I want people to, I hope in this conversation, we help y'all guys open up y'all mind to understand that just because you sell bundles out the back of your car, just because you sell t-shirts as a baby daddy, that does not mean that you're a business owner. I hope we at least got that point out of it.
We ain't getting that.
Fight back! Fight back! Fight back!
We ain't gonna fight either man no more on this type, and we have reached the conclusion of the Aaron O Show. I took a twist today. We talk about a little bit of money and we just went all over the rails, okay? So I've reached my capacity today. I can't take no more either man spewing any of this nonsense, okay? We're not going to have no either man Shark Tank today, all right? I appreciate you guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. And until the next show, we